All right, you guys. So, hold on one second, y'all. My bad, y'all. I'll let y'all come on in. So, yeah, y'all, my bad. Ticket TV live streams, like, share, and subscribe as y'all tap on in. Appreciate everybody for joining the channel, man. Much love, honor, and respect to all of y'all. Look, let's get right into it, man. So, strippers owner Steve Ballmer has been caught lying according to reports once again, and his ass is out of here. CBS.com reporting on this. They're liars. They're going to get caught up, and they're done. In my opinion, it's over with. So, according to reports, Kawhi Leonard saga, Steve Ballmer donated to Aspirations co-founder charity after he said that he was conned. He was duped. So if you were duped and this guy conned you, like you went on ESPN and said, why did you donate to the same guy you said that conned you after you said he conned you? The same guy, Mr. Sandberg, that is currently uh, pled guilty to federal crimes and a $248 million scandal. Why would you then plead guilty if he conned you? If this guy conned you, why would you plead guilty? I mean, why would you, donate to the guy who conned you? Make it make sense. They're done, man. Bro, listen, all them dudes is liars. Kawhi Leonard, the Clippers owner, all them dudes is liars. They're charlatans. They're all these dudes. They're just sick individuals. And it's going to come, the chickens are coming home to roost. You see they're not suing Pablo. They're not suing Pablo. Why they ain't suing Pablo? Can't sue somebody telling the truth. Can't sue somebody that's telling the truth on your sorry asses. Can I sue somebody who's telling the truth? And that's the bad part about these bums. They got exposed, man. And these dudes are liars. Like I said before, they should be ousted. Steve Ballmer, in all reality, I don't care how much money he got, he should be removed from the NBA. Period. These people, he should be forced to sell the team. These people are disgusting, and they're willing to go to different lengths to lie to protect their BS, their cheating. Point blank, period. Simple as that. You know what I'm saying? And Pablo Torre, all he's doing is being fed all of the files, paperwork, to make sure the NBA's investigation is transparent with all the people on the outside so that they can't cover up any lies. And I love it. I love the fact that somebody, whether it's owners or people inside that organization, have been set to make sure that no lies can be told to the general public. And I'm so happy about that because what it does is it shows you that somebody cares. Period. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi didn't call me out. Kawhi called out Pablo Torre and said it was clickbait, what he was doing. How is it clickbait and he got files and evidence with this dude's signature on it? That's not clickbait. It's not clickbait when he has text messages from Uncle Dennis. It's not clickbait when he has text messages from Kawhi Leonard's agent, Mitch Frankel. That's not text clickbait. So if it's clickbait, why Kawhi Leonard ain't filed no lawsuit? Because he's a liar and he's a piece of you know what. Point blank, period. And the owner of his team's a big liar too, Steve Ballmer. And they're all exposed. You understand what I'm saying? It's a big cover up. Same thing, y'all see why the media don't want to talk about this? They'll talk about LeBron James every single day. They'll talk about LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James. That's the distraction. Because yes, LeBron James is full of ish too, but it ain't just LeBron James. They want y'all to stay away and ignore these other guys that's on cap and make excuses for these other guys that have helped destroy the game of professional basketball. They want y'all to think it's all about LeBron James. No, they need to move past all these bums, all of them, all of them. Get all their asses out of here so that we can have a better, more competitive, more realistic National Basketball Association to watch. Point blank, period. We in Shay's world, and all they doing is talking about these old ass dudes, LeBron James and all these old dudes. I'm sick of this shit, bro. How much more do we have to hear about LeBron James and all these other dudes when Shay is the world champion? Make it make sense. But they won't move past that for y'all. They're not going to do it, yo. They don't want to move past that. They want to stay with this lame ass LeBron and the Lakers going to win a chance, all this other shit. This is what they want to do. They don't want to talk about and get out all these bums like Kawhi Leonard, these dudes. And you can say hater all you want to say. All I'm going to say is your mama, nigga. Now, how about that? You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. You're blocked. So, you know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That shit don't bother me. Kawhi, you call me a hater, Kawhi Leonard's going to be suspended very soon. And his contract's going to be voided. And I'm going to laugh my ass off. So you can come under all the fake accounts you want. You understand what I'm saying? We all know what your guy's about. We know what Kawhi's about. So it ain't no discrepancies about that either. We know what he's about, period. And the NBA, the whole gimmick is up. Them giving this dude a pass all this time, that shit is up. The jig is up. It's up completely. So, yeah, it's over with, man. The NBA, all these guys are exposed. You know what I'm saying? Kawhi Leonard, the entire strippers organization, they're all exposed, man. They're all exposed. So I'm just telling you guys, it's over with. For those guys, they've been exposed to the whole wide world. Everybody sees what's up with them. Nobody believes Kawhi. They all know he's a liar. You know what I'm saying? All them people in NBA circles know Kawhi Leonard's a liar. And that's all there is to it. They all know he's a liar. Nobody believes that liar is telling the truth. He's a liar. You know what I'm saying? Period. I don't care about Tyrese and none of them. I care about lying ass Clippers owner and Kawhi Leonard. That's what I care about. I care about those dudes that are destroying the league. You understand what I'm saying? That's what I care about. I care about those dudes. Yeah, those dudes destroying the league. Those dudes are liars and charlatans. And those dudes, I'm happy that these dudes have gotten caught up in their bullshit. They're liars, and they've been lying for a long time now. Point blank, period. You understand what I'm saying? And they've wanted LeBron James to take all the brunt of the criticism in the media, and that's not going to happen over here. I'm sorry. Of the same way, the same energy they give to LeBron James, I'm going to give to Kawhi Leonard. It is what it is. Straight up. Straight up. The same energy that they give to LeBron James, I'm going to give to Kawhi Leonard. Because he deserves it. He deserves all of it. You know what I'm saying? He's a bad representation of basketball, professional basketball. The dude's obviously a liar, and he's going to get exposed as that. And when he does, everybody going to try to move the goalposts and not talk about that either. But that's okay. I'm going to talk about it. I got a voice, and I'm not afraid of none of them niggas. Like I said, Pablo got all the receipts. Pablo got all the receipts. Can't lie around them receipts. See, there's one thing you can't do is lie when you have it on message, when you have receipts. Can't lie when there's receipts out there. You can do all you want to do. Can't lie when you got receipts out here. It's hard to keep telling them Fonzo the bare ass lies. When you got receipts, dog. Because receipts, what they are the equalizer. That's what the receipts are. The receipts are the equalizer. James, what up, man? So they got the Steve Ballmer lying. Talking about he conned me. And then he said the same dude he said that scammed him out of that money, you went and donated to him damn near a year later. You still gave him more money under a different situation a year later. No, we caught you red-handed. And that was in CBS Sports. That was in CBS Sports. You understand what I'm saying? See, I told you guys, it is a narrative that they want to push, right? And all they want y'all to do is to put all the blame on LeBron James, even though LeBron James deserves a lot of the blame. They only want y'all to focus on him. No, I'm focused on this bum too. He get the same energy. There go the link right there. Because see, if you got enough balls and you don't like what I say, just pull up. If you got enough nuts, if you got enough baby nuts, and you don't like what I have to say, just pull up. Simple as that. That's all you gotta do. You ain't gotta hide behind no little fake ass troll comment sections. Just pull up. Pull up. That's all we're gonna ask you to do. Pull up on it. Straight like that. Pull up. You know y'all niggas don't want no smoke. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yo, Rocky, cut it out, nigga. Cut that shit out. James, what you got on these capping ass dudes, man?
Hey man,
Kawhi
what's
Leonard.
up, man?
Man,
Salute, bro.
Kawhi,
Hey,
he's a disgrace, bro.
I'm glad you keep cooking on this, bro. Cause I I, I wanted to message you yesterday to do a video. I got some people I want to call out right quick, and I ain't
Hey,
gonna
do
lie
hey,
to you.
I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you. I'm gonna let you and Landy and them have it. Go ahead.
Showtime, I love you like a brother, bro. I be listening to all
Nah,
y'all,
show my
bro.
nigga. I fuck with show. Show's already. Well, see, here's the thing. Kawhi Leonard is the one who let them dudes down. Kawhi Leonard. See, I
No,
got
but I
love and
seen
respect
him
for.
did a video
No, my
saying
guy.
something
That's
was
my guy.
about
Love,
Cap.
love. No,
No,
no, no.
I
What I'm
just, I
saying
just,
is this:
but
Kawhi has let
when I,
them niggas down.
huh?
Kawhi has let all the niggas who supported him. He let them down. He's a liar. His owner's a liar, and they all scumbags. He don't have enough heart to come tell the truth.
No, but what I'm saying is, I always go back and I suppose show, that we all started together. So I went on, clicked on the video when I seen he said something about Kawhi, say that's Cap or whatever. But then you took it down, leave it up. Don't take it down. Like, but when the shit first hit, y'all ain't want to do a video at all. But soon She-Rock said it's Cap. Now you want to do a video saying he's saying it's Cap. I don't. They say, bro, you gotta keep the same energy, bro. You and Mookie. All y'all who been calling this man a dada for the longest with this badass knees he be walking around with, you dig, looking like Lamont off fucking Savage or something, dry as lips. You do the video on the shit that you doing the video on. Like, that's the only thing I don't like. And I look at them like to a little bit as fanboys, you dig? And I'm gonna call it down the middle when I see something. I try to click on the video to see what he was talking about with the situation. The video not up no more. It's like I can't play it. They done took it down or whatever. First of all, you got to stand on business. I know y'all like the dude, bro, but the dude been cheating, man. He been cheating the system for the whole time. Like you say, y'all killed the Spurs organization when they're a stand-up organization, man. And now all of a sudden, if he calling Cap, leave the video up so we can see what he talking about. That was my first time hearing him even speak on it, talking about, now I ain't talking about show, I'm talking about Kawhi to try to clear his name. Boy, this shit been going on for almost 2 weeks. Now all of a sudden the heat is coming out. Now you got something to say about it. She-Rock, I ain't never believe in you like that, dog. You came in as a role player. You understand? You gonna always be a role player to me. You won a fucking finals MVP being a role player. You went over there and stole the Rosen championship, and then you left. You ran from that fucking smoke. So I ain't holding your fucking hand neither, nigga. That's why I call you She-Rock. I go off what I see, dog. I use my eyes. I don't give a fuck what a nigga say. Just like I could get on here and tell y'all anything, but then when y'all see different when I do videos, you be like, hold up, man, this nigga said this, this nigga doing that. No, that shit don't fly on with me, man. I'm about to be 48 years old, man, close to 50. And I ain't let no nigga put no veil over my eyes when I know I can see. You feel me? I'm like Billy Ray Valentine when the police pick him up. I can see. I can see. I stepped on a bomb in Vietnam. You feel me? Now everybody won't try to hide. The only thing I don't like about She-Rock, bro, he the main one. Like you said, I done cooked the role player so long, the real role player who started this shit in their era. Now it's time to cook that nigga. It's time to cook that KD nappy head at. Because if you don't go get it done in Houston, I'm on your helmet too, boy. For real. It's a lot of fraudulent stuff going on in this NBA, bro. The fans pay too much money. Season ticket holders, they buy these jerseys, they buy them low quarter shoes. I ain't never seen a nigga playing low quarters. You know, they had mids and high top when we came up, and they wonder why their ankles and knees fucking bad around here. Selling them old bootleg ass fucking shoes. Nobody want to buy that ugly ass shit, orthopedic ass shoes anyway. I wear New Balance, but I ain't getting them kind of New Balance. You understand? But I just don't understand why people don't want to keep it real though. Like, don't come on here and promote videos, and then when the push come to shove, the truth come out. Y'all, everybody tuck their tail and run. Well, I need to hear more. I need to see more. I don't believe it. Boy, what more you need to believe this shit? The boy been doing it since he came in the league. You ask me, if you got your degenerate knees, bro, please retire, bro. Your knees only can hold up so long, man. So you can't keep using your knees as an excuse stealing money, getting money under the table, want planes and want sweets and all that. Boy, you gotta earn that shit. I ain't giving your ass nothing. And Ballmer need to be kicked out the league just like they did down to Sterling, dumbass. You trying to pay for a championship, and that man ain't delivered a ring yet. And if you ask me, it wasn't even much them that got them to the Western Conference Finals. It was T-Man and motherfucking Paul George, and both of them niggas gone now. So what you got to say? Kawhi ain't never made it to no Western Conference Finals by lead that team. You dig what I'm saying? So why we keep praising him as the Dandada and all that? And there ain't no motherfucking Dandada. Dry lip ass nigga. Man, I'm gonna go get you a case of Comex. Just send me your address. On me, nigga. You be sitting
Straight
up there at the
karma.
podium, looking all stupid and shit, head all down, face all sucked in. But I'm starting to think you smoking your money up. Cause you ain't giving it to the game. You ain't giving the fans no their money's worth. I'd be damn if I was a Clipper fan and I'd be going over there spending season ticket holders on watching a nigga that don't play sitting in the skybox. Bro, that's the first time I ever seen a nigga sit in the skybox, bro, on their team. Now, normally a leader of a team, they since y'all say he the leader, timeout come, they over there on injuries. If they're not playing, they coaching them young dudes up. You dog, it's like they hate to see another nigga pass them up, do better than them. So they gonna hold them back. They're not gonna teach them nothing. And if they fall off, they fall off. T man, that was a good dude, bro. He got a bad shape. You should have never got rid of Paul George for no motherfucking. I mean SGA for no fucking Paul George. Y'all saw what he was working with, especially after the bubble when he told me he had a mental breakdown. What? Everybody in this motherfucker going through this shit through the 19. But you the only one losing your fucking mind? No, because you're married to a fucking stripper, nigga, and you was trying to watch that ass.
He
Call it
fell
how it
for
go.
it. Hey, he
Call
fell
it how it
for it.
go, nigga.
Hey James, they fell for it because the dude went. He looked superhuman to him doing the little finals, doing the little playoff runs to the finals. They fell for it, hook, line, and sinker.
Hey, I'm gonna let you go after this. Salute to you, Ticket, bro, because you called that shit. That contract year, that dude was playing back to backs and everything. So you telling me my eyes deceiving me? Soon that nigga got that bag, he back out there hurting. He ain't come back damn near to the playoffs, and he still got his ass smoked. But you can have it, cause I ain't finished with him, dog. Oh, Grady looking ass nigga, man. Julio
Yeah,
looking ass.
man, get him. I'm right here. I'm just enjoying it. Get his ass. I'm enjoying everything you said. I could say too. It's no different, man. The dude, the farmer, man. He been milking the game.
It's not no excuse for this with the shit he doing. Balmer paying him under the table. Now that shit that came out, bruh. I done read the comments since Ticket been cooking on it. That everybody do that. Man, everybody don't do that shit.
Let
And
me
if
ask you
they
something.
need to be fired. But
Let me ask you something.
why the fuck his shit coming out all of a sudden? Talking about 28 million off the books and all that, 40 million off the books, and you
Let me.
still ain't delivering no chip? Stop it.
That's what I'm saying. If he was playing hard, and if he was going hard, if he was acting hungry, is this the same situation, or is this more on the owner than him?
It's on both of them. Two birds of a feather flock together. And if you gonna let that nigga, if you gonna let that nigga rob you without delivering the goods, that's on Ballmer more than him. But Kawhi, like I said, Kawhi see he could get over there. The Clippers ain't win nothing in 70 years, man.
Look, I
Keep
want
on
to
going
know.
that
I
fucking
want to
way.
know. I want to know how did he get this ownership right from y'all leaving an owner that says some racist remarks, right? And then it comes out all of a sudden when y'all been had this that he said, "I'm going to get some black guys in here." That's a nice way of
That's
saying
racism
I'm
right
going to
there.
get some niggas up in here because this
Yeah.
what they can do.
I don't feel
That's
like I
racism
don't.
within
That ain't
itself because he said black, and now all of a sudden you think that ain't.
So
What
so
you
so
mean,
so
black
think about
people?
it. So think about it. Y'all move one racist dude out the way because he actually saying the
The
word,
word.
and y'all bring another one in because he knows how to move around it. But that's racist as hell. If I say, "Hey, I'm going to bring some white guys in here and play some golf,"
I
Hey,
mean,
bro, Kawhi done tore his drawers. Go ahead, Atlanta. I'm good, bro.
he was just telling the truth though. I mean, he had to get some black kids in there because the black kids way better than the white kids. Man, it's just what it is.
but you know what? But in this
PA,
world, right? Hey, but
why
look,
you
in
got
this
rid of
world,
him?
in this world, right? The way this world is, right? Why you just couldn't say, "I'm going to get some better players in here"? To
Man,
hell with
yeah, yeah,
to hell with the color. Why you just didn't say, "I'm going to get
yeah.
some better players"?
He could have said it differently, but at the end of the day, he said what it was, man. That's just the truth. Black kids.
I'm glad Atlanta, you know here because you've been calling this nigga out for years. And the nigga that was trying to shit on you and hate on your take, you dig? And I gotta respect your mind on that, bro. Cause you know basketball just as well as everybody else. You go off the eye test. Fuck them numbers. Oh, what he average? He the next Jordan. Boy, Jordan ain't doing no shit like that.
If
I
you
don't
look
give
at
a
it,
fuck.
he destroyed this league in more ways than one. This you're worse than anybody who done cheated the game. Plus, you came with low management, worse than anybody. You basically want to get more for less the whole time out of the game.
You buying them New Balance? I bet you ain't made over a quarter
So
million
look,
selling
so
them
look,
fucking
them Ricky
orthopedic
ass,
shoes.
them Ricky ass knees, them Bojangle knees, that's all a lie. He was waiting for money to hit it. Everything been a lie. He just been coming up with things. Basically, I don't want to do nothing. I want to do the minimum and get paid. I don't even want to score 30 no more.
Atlanta ain't told you the nigga ain't never scored 50 a day in his fucking life. Giannis came a shoot. That nigga got buku 50 balls. I'm just saying, like, come on, bruh. You can't keep letting this dude pull a veil over your fucking eyes, and then when the shit hit the fan, now everybody pointing the fingers. Like Ticket said, Balmer trying to get ahead of the curve. Nah, nigga, you know what y'all was doing off the books. Uncle Dennis, bitch ass, the one got y'all in trouble anyway. Trying to demand like he did something. What he play? I ain't never heard of him. What sport he played for him to
And,
go out
and,
there and try to demand
and
anything?
now Balmer mad because Kawhi been whooping him. He ain't been bringing you no championships. He ain't been putting you in contention. It's just been all hype over that last championship he won with Toronto, and now that hype is over.
Bruh, we all know since LeBron had went to the East, the role player, you don't think DeRozan could have did that shit? DeRozan a mid-range sniper too. That dude got game. For some reason, he just couldn't get over the
No,
hump
hey,
because of the
no,
role player.
I don't think the Rosen would have did it because he came out and admitted he had mental problems. So when it comes down to
Well,
clutch games, his
hey, that
mental break is bothering him.
that's the way the area is today. Everybody coming out trying to use that mental shit as excuse why they game suck, why they
Man,
not working on their
I don't
game.
want to hear that mental stuff. Y'all ain't no crack babies. I don't want to hear that.
Hey, bro, that's just a scapegoat so a nigga won't cook them. You hit the side of the backboard in the bubble. You had a 3-1 lead. But everybody,
Look,
no, he guarded Luca. He did this. Kawhi did his part. No, She-Rock ain't do shit. He lost. It's a
listen to what
team.
they say. Who else says that? Who else says that other than this generation? I don't care if you make music, whatever you do, acting. If you make a bad painting, an artist, or you make a bad movie, who says just enjoy the movie? Don't pay. How can I enjoy the movie if it's bad acting? How can I enjoy this painting if it's
Facts.
horrible? Like who says just enjoy my art when your play is bad? Just enjoy my. It's bad art. You're out.
We
Your
try to
post
give him the
game is bad.
benefit of the doubt. We try to give him
No,
the
look,
benefit
but
of the doubt.
that's the problem in this generation. We reward potential instead of what you actually do.
Hey, that was gonna be my next thing. Yeah. So, do you think they pay these dudes too early for not delivering the goods? Because I understand this. Back in the days, Danny Ainge was on the Celtics, the Portland team, and the Suns team. But they was building for a need, not for a want.
All right, let
And
me
then
ask you
so
this then. Let me ask you this then. At your job in the real working world, is and look, they just started this, but what Kobe said, what real people say, I don't want no participation trophy. Everybody ain't getting paid the most. It's who's working the hardest. That's who gonna get the promotion. That's who making the big bucks. So why are we giving dudes in the NBA the same amount? You making some of these dudes making more money than the dude who winning the chip, bruh. The team that's winning, how you getting paid? Your role players getting paid more than their role players? Their role players actually winning. It does not make sense. The money don't add up.
that's why I told y'all don't get away y'all young talent. They gave up on SGA. They could have kept that young man. I know if Kawhi was missing, SGA could have carried the load till he decide when he want to play or not. I'm not paying no nigga no max deal if you ain't
Thank
producing
you.
on the court and you
Thank
barely
you.
playing. That's
Thank you.
just me.
And your
I'm
boss,
killing my own
and none of
pockets.
our bosses are, and none of our bosses are neither. Anybody who's working or anybody who will pay somebody, if you were in a boss situation, you're not gonna pay a dude just because he show up, but he sleep or he going to the bathroom. He ain't really getting nothing done. You're not about to promote that nigga. You looking past him? Yeah, John, come on up here. He's over there like, what the? I show up more. It don't matter. When he show up, he work. You show up, you don't do nothing.
I think Steve Ballmer holding his hand got something to do with it too. I ain't gonna lie to you because he
It's
invested
the
all this
money. It's
money
the
in
money
there.
for him. It's the money for him.
Right.
The NBA is in a money situation. When you look at it, they're losing this, they're losing that, the rating. So he's protected by the money. He's protected by the money and what he can produce for the NBA. So he's going to be protected. At the end of the day, this going to fall. Why?
Do you think every time a player come out and they don't produce, this in any sport? This the only sport I know they do that. Hold these dudes' hands and still get them a max deal. Boy, if you play
Baseball is the
football or
only sport I know
baseball,
that. Look, baseball is
them
the only
niggas was
sport I
cutting
know
your
that you
ass.
get that.
Guaranteed
Hey,
money, they taking that
but
off the book. They gonna eat
But
that.
look, baseball
They
is the
don't do
only
that in
sport that does
basketball.
that, though. James, baseball is the real only sport I knew that did that. Remember Alex Rodriguez when he was with the Texicans? He wasn't winning when he was with Texas, but he was hitting 50 and 40. He was producing what they wanted. It was baseball is different. That's the only sport that I knew that paid you off of your personal production. You don't have to bring a World Series. We gonna pay you because you keep hitting 40 home runs and above and 100 and something RBIs. Other than that, every other sport, you gotta earn them big bucks. You gotta bring some chips.
Yeah,
And they just now start doing that with LeBron bringing in player empowerment.
I think that would messed it up too. Because if you let one dude do it, everybody else gonna feel like they got to do it. It's a
Look at
monkey see,
KD.
monkey see. Me.
KD went crazy with it, man. I don't even know what team gonna celebrate KD. He done been here, there, everywhere. I don't even know. Yes, of course we'll say everybody will say OKC, and then you'll go to Golden State. But should OKC really like, damn, they're gonna celebrate you after they cupcaked you, and then you just shitted on them talking about time they win. They gonna celebrate you and retire your jersey, and then you went to Golden State and you left that in a crazy situation. It's like you're like, where do you belong to? You don't belong to no country. You a real mercenary. It's like he don't got no flag.
Them dudes almost have no backbone in basketball. They stealing the money. And if they gonna get paid for it, that's what they doing. They just taking the money. And I don't feel comfortable with that because if I'm
They're
paying,
robbing the industry. They're robbing
yeah,
the industry.
if I'm paying season tickets to come see you and you not playing, you got 82 games, you only playing 30. Then you trying to sneak in the playoffs and play the last 15 games to try to get into shape, and then you still go to playoffs and get your ass smoked. Like, come on, you saw what Denver did, even though it went game 7. Look at that 7th game. Don't just say James Harden and this one ain't show up. That nigga ain't show up neither.
Look at
That
what
nigga
these
ain't
players.
show up.
Look at what these players do, throwing real temper tantrums. When they don't get their way, they'll go get out of shape. They'll act like they don't know how to play basketball anymore. Other players, they'll just be like, hey, I want out. But they'll still go out there and ball because at the end of the day, I'm in a battle with the organization, not with my teammates. I'm not trying to have bad energy with you guys. Y'all my peers. But I'm battling with these billionaires. That's different. I can respect that. You out there
Why
with your
why you
squad.
trade all that for Paul George and don't fight for the man and he just got off him like that? You ain't even try to help up for the man. Now I got him over here. We gonna get it done. It's my fault because I wasn't healthy. Take accountability sometime. You getting your bread,
But
so take accountability.
Paul George didn't make it look no better. See, now I'm gonna tell you where he would have been able to smile and laugh at it. If he would have went to Philly and balled out instead of trying to be podcast P and really was trying to be playoff P, that they'll look stupid right now. But since he went there and diminished, it's like that's why we didn't give you the money too.
But they gonna say that because Joel Embiid in and out the lineup. This whole
But
era
no,
is
look,
fucking whack.
when Kawhi got out of the lineup, he was able to take over more. They went to the Western Conference Finals. So you would think when Embiid was out of, even though I know he got injured in the beginning of the season, but he was even injured playing with the Clippers and was doing more than what he did in Philly. So when I look at it, you went over there, got your bread, and got lazy. That's what the Clippers were scared of because you know what? Paul George's, what Kawhi was doing, it was rubbing off on Paul George, whether he want to admit it or not, the laziness and
I
just
agree with
getting
that.
paid.
I could agree with that.
When you
But
be
still,
around
I think the
somebody, you know
Clippers
it's
had a
like a
better
dude.
all
It's like a
around
dude.
team though.
It's
The
like a
Clippers
dude who
did
don't
have an
learn a
all-around
job.
better team than Philly. I like Maxey, but Maxey wasn't enough. The way that Clippers team was constructed ever since Balmer took over from Live City to this one, Boy, the Clippers was deep. Boy, they had two starting
Look,
lineups
look,
out there.
look, look.
They got rid of
Maxie,
Norman Powell, a dude that was out there balling, who should have made the All-Star team. Like they get rid of the wrong motherfuckers and
but
hold
look,
on to
but
to,
look,
to, to these old
he
limp
had
dick
a
ass
better
niggas.
team. If you look at it, he had a better team than he had with Indiana. It's off of the money. These players play off of what they bread gonna be, off of what basically these players gonna ball for you off of if you're giving them their way. If you say no, they basically spoil you. Growing up with mama, no daddy in the house.
So you don't
Mama,
think he learned that from Kawhi, like you said? That's
yeah, no, look, before he went and played with Kawhi, look how he was balling in OKC, in
that's
third
what
in
I'm
MVP.
saying.
Look, that's what I'm saying. It rubbed off. Kawhi told him the method. Look, nigga, we ain't got to do too much or nothing. Remember the whole Clipper organization, the whole team broke up. Harold, all them, they was mad because they was saying niggas getting too much preferential treatment instead of like balling. Like you niggas worried about helicopters and not playing, looking good, chains on your neck. Like we don't want Ben Simmons here.
So you think, bro? If you look at that Clippers team before they did the Paul George trade, no, they could have won a chip, bro. Kawhi the one try to do what the role players do, and the shit
But
fell
look,
through. Like it
Kawhi
fell
didn't
through the
want to do
ceiling.
nothing though.
We'll
Look,
kill the
Kawhi,
role player for doing it, but we ain't gonna kill him. You
no,
traded
Kawhi.
you traded away a generational talent, SGA dog, for that nigga.
But
You
look,
ain't had to do
Kawhi
what
got rid.
LeBron did.
Kawhi didn't know. Kawhi didn't know about SGA. So guess what he do? He trade for Paul George because he knew Paul George gonna be my backup. Because I don't want to do too much. He already knew what he was trying to use Paul George for. He didn't know what SGA was gonna turn into. He wasn't trying to wait because he didn't want to be on the floor having to groom him. So he was more like, I need somebody kind of already groomed that kind of play like me. That's all
Hey,
it
that's
was. He,
fucked up though.
That's player empowerment. That's the bullshit right there. I need somebody
So
already
what's up,
made,
Will?
just like
yeah, and
LeBron
look, if
did.
you look at it,
LeBron said,
look,
"I
think
need
about it,
already
think
made
about it. Hey, look,
players." Like
when you
what?
look at it, they play the same position. They just had to switch. Paul George went to shooting guard and let him go to small forward or go vice versa. But when they played against each other, Paul George mostly been a small forward. He played the same position Kawhi played. Kawhi knew what he was doing. That nigga Paul George just didn't know he was being used as a pawn. Nigga, look, I
But
got you
San
because I'm about to
Antonio could
compete.
have did that to Kawhi though. They could have said, "Oh, I need a ready-made player." They could have just traded that nigga for whoever. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, bruh,
And then the
every
chill part
player
about
needs
it, San
development. When
Antonio
you
is a
come
bad
into the league, you
organization,
have to
bro.
develop. It's about development. Development. It's not about ready-made players. How you think Kobe
Thank you.
became who he
Thank you.
became?
And look what they say.
Development.
They say, look, they say cheaters never prosper, right? And that's why once that
I
Ever.
nigga
been
bust
told
that,
y'all that.
and once that nigga bust that move, and once he was doing all them Jake, look, they got oh, Denver came back 3-1. Oh my God, they coming up with excuses. All right, we ain't in the bubble no more. Now it's the next season. Now y'all got the real fans back. What's the excuse now? Oh look, y'all lose again. Oh look,
Degenerative knees. That's what they
yeah,
blame
come
it
on,
on,
man.
Trey. They blame it on degenerative. His knees are not degenerative, nigga. Brandon Roy and Dewan Blair have degenerative knees. They are not
You
playing
can say
basketball
Greg Oden
anymore.
too if you want to.
And I'm gonna
Greg
tell
Greg
Oden,
you.
all
Oden
them niggas
too.
was forced to retire.
They got Tyronn Lue. Look, the way Tyronn Lue say he got at LeBron James, why you ain't getting at Kawhi like that? Because they got his hands tied. Steve Ballmer told him, don't mess with Kawhi. Look, it's a rule. Don't piss off Kawhi. Because look what he does. When you don't give him his way, he does it through his
So he'll
uncle
check
or
out.
behind scenes. That nigga throw a tantrum and leave. The Spurs said something about him, I'm out of here. Instead of him proving them wrong, like, nigga, I'm really hurt. That nigga just got
I
out
would
of
But the
have
there.
Spurs
traded
a
He
that
good
don't
nigga for
organization.
Kuminga, bruh. I
Hold
would
on,
have
I'm
got
glad you brought
Kuminga
that up.
over there quick.
The
They
Spurs a good
tripping.
organization because the Spurs could have messed over him. The Spurs ain't had to send him to no championship ready team.
Look, they just wanted to get they just didn't want to compete with that nigga in the West. They like, they smart. We gonna send your ass to the East.
But if I'd have known I was
They
getting
sent
this
that nigga to
Kawhi, I'd have
the
sent that
most
nigga to
ready-made
the West.
team in the NBA, though. The
That's
Yeah,
what I'm
Toronto
saying.
Raptors was already they was on the
when
cusp, right?
look
Right on the cusp.
when you look at it, it's Boston and Toronto that was the ready-made teams at that time. You
Right.
feel me?
Right.
Those were the ready-made teams. Those are teams that faced LeBron the most, like before the damn finals. So yeah, if they knew what they was doing, but at the end of the day, Popovich wanted to show Kawhi, man, just get this bitch out of here, basically. Like, y'all don't give a fuck. Get him out of here. Like, nigga, we don't care
Right.
what you go do, nigga. We tired of you bitching, bro. All we asking you to do is play basketball, right? What y'all niggas say in this generation? It's just basketball. What you bitching for? That's what they do, though. Look, it's just basketball. What are
We
you
know
bitching?
who said that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, but look, all of them stick together, birds of a feather. That's why
Yeah,
they all don't talk about each other. If you notice it, they all
they
big
like
each
each
other
other.
up. They
Right.
try to tell you to ignore the bad things and say, I just appreciate what he brings. Man, fuck that. We're
They
going to
shit on the
appreciate what he
era and the
brings to the
players that
game,
came
and we're
before
going to
them,
talk
bro.
about what he needs to learn about the game. You know, that's
This,
just what comes with this world, bro. Even if you
yeah,
marry, your wife can tell her friends, and it goes with the husband. We can tell our friends what we love
mm,
about our wives, our baby mamas, whatever they are to, and you also got a list of what you don't. It don't mean you're going to leave them. It's just, I wish this shit wasn't like this.
exactly, exactly.
Like, damn, it ain't bad to say something wrong with
Hey,
a
This
player
the
I'm
that
most
you
glad
like.
you brought that
disrespectful
up.
era. This the most disrespectful group of players that I ever seen, bro. They shit on everybody who paved the way for them.
Oh, real. Watch this, real. Watch
So
this, y'all. When Pippen came in the league, he was a bench player. When you see potential in players, you just don't get off them
development.
like that. You got to
Hmm.
develop them. How you expect
Right,
them to get better if you ain't holding them accountable? So, secondly,
right.
John, when Pippen quit with the migraine and all that, John John could have been got off that nigga. John saw the potential. Look, man, I need
The
you, dog.
back injuries, all
Yeah.
that.
And look, remember he quit with the migraine. 98, excuse me, 98. That nigga played with the back spasm, herniated this, even though he missed the whole season, but he played on the back end when he came back. John built that
Hmm.
nigga up to the point where I ain't gonna be no quitter no more. You need
Well,
those, where those type leaders at in the NBA? They don't have them. And y'all
well,
They
keep
you
don't
know
talking about
have
what,
this
them,
you know
bro.
player
what, you know
empowerment
what,
shit.
you know what,
That player empowerment shit overrated, dog. And I'm tired of
Coach,
hearing player empowerment. I ain't
Coach
paying
Because
no
it
K.
took
nigga to
the
go
it
cut
took the
no
Hey, look,
grass and
competition
he
out
just
of the
picking up
hey,
sport.
look,
trash.
James.
That's what it did.
I'm glad you brought that up because Coach K and Steve Kerr, even though he's in this league, he still brought it up, and they both was right. Coach K said, "I don't want no more one and dones." Remember, before I don't want no more players that want to be one and done, right? Because you don't get to coach them, you don't even get to create a college little franchise no more. You know, all these
Right.
colleges is just known for the old franchises and their name now. Oh, I want to go to whoop de wop, whoop de whoop, and you try to win in that 1 year, and then like Steve Kerr said, you go and look it up. He said the NBA has become a development league when you supposed to get players already ready. By the NBA getting so many one and done players, they're not learning how to lead before they leave college. They're not learning how to read defense before they leave college. They're not learning how to run a real offense before they leave college. They're not learning
Right.
how defense will adjust to you. Like after that first year, yeah, you done took off. That first year, nobody got tape on you. Come back the next year when niggas got tape and see if you can still do that shit. That's how
If you
you
can
know a
adjust
dude
your
got
game, see
consistency.
if you can adjust your game to the
Yeah, and
adjustment.
that's how you
Period.
know a consistent player. So you got to draft a
Right.
dude that's a maybe on consistency. He had one good year. How
Mentality
many
matters
players
too.
we seen like that? That's a first
Yeah.
number one draft pick. Why in this generation is more number one draft picks that turn out to not be a superstar? Because they're really not developed. And if the organization does not take the time to develop them, they're going to be somewhere mixed up. They're going to get lost in everything because you got
Kentucky,
to
James
develop
Kentucky should
them.
Wiseman.
have told you that.
James
Kentucky
Wiseman,
used to
perfect
always
example.
have them 1 year players. They get to the league and get hurt. Like you said, they did not developing these players right. That's
Look,
why.
you gotta learn. Look, you gotta learn how to take care of your body in college. Look, they teach you. If just think if Zion would have stayed in college
Nutrition is
at
important for
least two
sure.
years, bro, they would have said, "Hey, look, we seen you got hurt in the first year and this, that, with the shoes and all that. Maybe we need to cut your." They would have already known these things about these players. But these dudes do this 1 year and get out of there. You don't even know their health. You don't know their skill level. All you know
It's
is
the
what they did that one
mentality.
year. Yeah, you don't know about
We
consistency.
didn't I never knew. I told everybody that RJ Barrett was gonna be better than Zion in the NBA. because I
I even knew
understand the game. That's
even John
why.
Morant
They wasn't fooling me with
even
no
John
Zion
Morant took
Williamson.
off.
He couldn't do nothing but run and jump, nigga. That's it. I'm not sold on them type of players.
Even John Morant came out to be better.
Hey,
Right.
bro, I ain't gonna lie
And
to you.
even he got a weak mentality. He been doing the
Should
same
they
shit
sell the
with
Clippers
Memphis,
team?
nigga. He been stealing money. That nigga been
Do y'all
stealing
think they
money,
should
cuz.
sell the Clippers team? Let's keep it real, bro. The Clippers ain't gonna win anyway. I don't give a fuck. Like they done messed up so much,
They
and
got
then
a curse on their franchise,
yeah,
bro.
like y'all might as well sell a team to Seattle. One of the teams that y'all took, make them an expansion team and send them to another city. Give them,
But
call them
look, this
the
the thing.
Mississippi Ocean Baggers or something.
Who
The-
are you gonna sell it to? Because right now it's a pattern. Y'all selling it to bullshit owners.
Right, that part.
Right now we got a pattern. Y'all selling it to two undercover racist owners. So it's like,
Right.
what do the league look? Not only what do the league got against the Clippers too?
Now the Clippers got something against themselves. I ain't gonna lie to you. And they had some good teams. But at the end of the day, like you said, start from the top. It start with the owners. So get the motherfuckers out of Hollywood, wherever they at. Y'all call them the basement
Look,
team anyway. So
y'all do a deep background checkup on all of these drafted players, right? Carmelo told you he like, man, like some CIA shit. So why y'all not doing the same thing to the owners? Why
thank
y'all
you.
not
That's what I'm saying.
investigate? Why y'all not investigating who y'all letting really have a say in this business? And then you got your voice coming out here talking about I don't know anything about that. Like really, you gonna come out here and lie, nigga? You gonna come out here looking like the alien off of American Dad and lie? Nigga, Adam
But
Silver,
I ain't gonna lie to you.
if
Come
you
on,
don't get
Trey.
your
Sit
shit
It's a
down,
lot of
together,
bro.
cities
bro,
that need a basketball team that's basketball, that love the sport of
Oh
basketball. Now,
shit.
I feel like this, like you say, just because you got money to buy a team, man, you got to have some type of credentials before I say you're an NBA team.
yeah,
But
Just
guess
and
because
what?
look,
you got money, ain't nobody just
I need
Hey,
to,
these nigga,
and look,
these
James,
owners and the commissioners all in
I
the
need to
same
make
boat.
sure
They in
that you don't
cahoots,
got no
bro.
dirty. Look, I need to make sure you don't got a dirty background. See, and this is what I'm talking about. I guarantee you, David Stern, he would have seen that. I'm gonna get some black guys in here. Either he would have got that shit erased, like,
He
cause
would have
he
cleaned
knew
it up.
this.
Yeah,
Look,
he would
cause
have
he would have
cleaned
been
that
like,
up.
this shit gonna come back up, bro. I'm telling you,
Right.
right there. I would have told Steve Ballmer. I would have had to ask him.
He got to
See, this
protect
what
his
I
corporation.
and this what I would have said, and this what I would have did. I would have already exposed that shit if I was the NBA from the get go, and I would have covered it up, like sweeten it up, like nah, he knew what was talent and da da da. So now you see how they using that. They're using that shit with this now.
It's just like our democracy, bro. It got to be exposed and changed from within.
Once
Ain't
they
nobody
turned
gonna
all
have
this
no
shit, look,
outside
once they
influence,
start
bro.
taking care, once they took the passion out of the game and just put it for money, once the suits really took over, and that's in
That's
anything.
it. That's
When
it.
the suits take over, it's going to be watered down, bro, because now
Super.
it's not about breaking records, playing hard. It's about attendance. It's about ratings.
Right.
It's all about the wrong things because
Look at
what gets
Hollywood.
look what gets the
Same
ratings. What
shit.
gets the ratings? What really get us interested? See, it's like a burger, right? I'm giving you the best meat. And now that we getting a full house, I'm like, now let's go get some bullshit meat, right? Because now we got them. Because now we
It's
got them.
processed. It's just like
Yeah.
processed foods, bro.
But if
That
I
shit
want
ain't
to
good
keep
for you.
you,
That's crazy, real.
if I
Real
want
be
to keep
calling
you
that
though,
shit
and
by the
never,
bullet
ever,
though.
ever lose you, because it's gonna always be
Real say
competition.
manufactured,
It's gonna always be
manufactured ass
competition.
niggas.
All
Y'all
these
won't
niggas is
even believe
creative
in this nigga
players.
when he
Come
Hey,
on,
look,
nigga.
manufactured.
Wimby is a
basically,
creative player, nigga. Come on, bro.
look, let's put it like this: these dudes can be bought, bro. These dudes can be bought to go out there and win a game or blow a game. That's how I look at it.
It's nothing but science
And
projects in the
depending,
NBA,
and
nigga.
look,
Telling you.
I don't want no player like that. I'm gonna be real. What if I tell you, like for instance, you want an extension? I don't give you one. So I gotta be nervous that I put a good team around you. I put a championship team around you, but guess what you gonna do? Because I ain't give you an extension. Blow it. When I'm trying to pressure you into winning the championship, I'm gonna give you everything you want.
It has to be manufactured.
But
They don't want
Balmer
to. They
paying
don't
him
want to
under the
take the
table not
grind,
gonna
bruh.
make him work hard though.
Ain't nobody going to the
But
grind.
look, but
Niggas
look,
hate the
that's what I'm
grind.
saying.
It's too
Look,
hard.
even
Too
look,
hard.
that's what I'm saying. What's wrong with these dudes, James? Look, and that scares me. Even when you getting the bread you want, you still not playing.
Thank you.
Ticket Ken
You
is
getting bread off the
backstage.
books,
Ticket
on the books.
Ken.
Nigga, just retire, man. I'm gonna get you a
Nigga, you getting
wheelchair,
bread
and I'm gonna
on the
get you.
books, off the books. You getting promotions, you getting commercials, you getting shoe deals, you getting all this, and you still going out here talking about sounding like that female on that phone. My neck, my back, everything, my crack. Like you saying like her. That's what these niggas sound like. I don't
Fire.
You
care.
know,
That
nigga,
nigga
I
never
don't
made
care
fire.
me
if it
laugh
ended.
though.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. I don't care if it ended niggas' careers or what. That's what
Shit.
that it ain't. They didn't do that shit for the fans. When you look at it, when Isaiah played on that ankle, he didn't do that for the fans. That was
With them
that was
flat
for
ass
himself.
shoes he had
That
on.
hey,
Right.
look, yeah, that was for himself. The fans just
Right.
appreciated it.
Willis
When you
Reed.
go out there and play hard, Allen Iverson never brought a ring to Philly, but he get a standing ovation like he won 6 rings there. Why?
Yes, he do.
Because they
Yeah.
know he played hard every damn night. He didn't cheat them. I tried.
Through
I
injury.
tried to bring y'all
Through
one, and y'all know
injuries
it.
too. That nigga played through every injury.
You
Every
feel me?
injury
This
he played
nigga
Hey,
through it.
changed the
at
way
least he
niggas
made it.
dress right now. This nigga
At
was
least he
already
made
wearing
his team to the
sleeves
finals, though, dog. Kawhi ain't never led no
and got
team
a
to the
game off
finals.
of one of the greatest championship teams ever.
Yeah.
Kawhi ain't never led his own team to the finals like AI, so we can cut that shit out right now.
Oh, we already know
Hell
because the
nah.
nigga look
Hell nah.
Was AI low management? No, that nigga was going to get hockey pads, nigga. They wasn't even having all these pads they got now for your ass and your hips. That nigga had to go get hockey shit because they didn't have it yet. He
Yeah, he
created
did.
that shit.
Right.
That nigga wasn't low managing when we damn sure
Well,
know he
where we
should
go
have.
from here then, dog? Well, where we go from here with She-Rock, dog? Let's keep it real. Retire,
Hey,
give
the
up.
league need to
Where we
be
going with
gutted,
him?
bruh.
I'm
The
gonna tell
owner,
you.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna tell
the
you. I'm gonna tell you
commissioner. We
this.
need
I'm
a
gonna
new
tell you what I
commissioner,
do.
nigga.
I'm gonna tell you what I
Period.
do. I'm gonna tell you what I do. Like you said, I'll put some fines. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna go as far as firing the owner, right? Because it's like who we gonna bring in here right now, right? So I will
Right.
fine the fuck out of him because he rich as fuck. I will fine the fuck out of him. And
Hit him
then
where it
with
hurt, his
Kawhi, and
pockets.
look, with Kawhi, because he don't give a fuck. He like low managing, right? Guess what, Kawhi? What? You suspended for the whole season, bitch.
With no pay.
Hey,
With
that's what
no
With
I was
no
pay.
pay.
thinking.
With no
That's,
Nigga.
that's
pay.
what I
With no
said
pay.
right there.
Look, that's what I would do. With
Nick,
no
that nigga
pay,
gotta
you
believe
suspend
it,
because
huh?
that's all you give a fuck about. So you suspended with no pay. And look, owner, I'm gonna need about 1 million or something about of your ass for the whole season. Yeah.
No, this man a billionaire. I
Nah,
need to hear
fuck
this
that.
for
He
at
a
least.
billionaire, nigga. I'm gonna
That's
need
what I'm
about
saying.
I'm
That
gonna need
nigga
about
damn near
50 of
trillionaire. I
them.
need to hear
Hey,
that
well,
for at
hey,
least
well, hey,
20
look,
mil.
look, 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 look. Let's do it like he like it. I'm gonna need 1 million on the table, and then under the table, nigga, I'm gonna need 5. That's how
Now,
you
how
like to
about
do it,
you
right?
give every team in the NBA, nigga, 1 million?
Yeah, he probably
1.5.
gonna
Every
look.
team.
You gonna cover all of the
30,
weak
it's
ass
30
teams.
teams in
Look,
the league, nigga. Everybody get a million.
you gonna cover all of the bottom teams that don't meet their budget, nigga.
Right.
That's what you're gonna
Fuck
do, and
them
I'm
bitch
And
ass
finding you,
send
and
that
I'm
Timberwolves.
team to
finding you,
Memphis
and I'm
Clippers.
finding you on top of that, and I'm taking the player that you did this shit with, Kawhi. Look, you got the low management for the whole season, brother. Go home. Yeah, that's what you like. Go home. Sit there. No pay. No checks. Yeah.
Yeah, let
Yes.
me ask
Go
y'all a
bet.
question. Now, let's go here first. Is the Clippers considered a small market team like a New Orleans?
No,
Or
they
like,
not small market. I'm gonna
No,
tell you,
because they
because
in LA, bruh.
if you
That's
in New,
why.
look, the Brooklyn Nets ain't a small market.
Right.
all right,
It's
that's all I was
expensive
trying
as
to find
shit.
out
The
too. We got to hit
economy
them
and
where it
shit,
hurt at.
bro.
We got to
It's
hit them
about
where
the
it hurt at.
economy and shit.
I'm
It's
getting rid
I'm
on
gonna
expensive.
keep
that
it
one.
real
The
with you, James.
taxes is
Hey,
crazy.
look, I'm gonna keep it 1,000. When the Lakers was like playing like when Kobe was hurt, I say I go to a Clipper game when Miami come to play the. I'm going to a cheap ass Clipper game, and I'm finna go watch that shit. And they should be filled up because Kobe's not playing. It ain't even about the team losing. It's just we don't get to see Kobe. We fit to go and watch this other team play the Lakers. I mean the Clippers. That's so they're still here in LA. They still gonna get all the benefits. They still gonna get a couple stars just for the simple fact that you want to be seen.
I'm more
Yeah,
real
but
on
they
this.
getting the wrong. They're
However much
doing it the
money you
wrong
pay
way
Kawhi
though.
off the books,
They doing
I
it the
need you to
wrong
split
way.
that same money that you paid Kawhi off the books and give it to every team in the NBA. So if you paid them 28, divide 28 into
Look,
how many
look,
teams they
look.
got? 30 teams. How many teams they got in the NBA?
They got
30.
30. Look, 30. Look, I'm finding you. What y'all say you got money? I'm finding you about 10 million. Look, on top of that, the money that you gave Kawhi, that's coming to us too, and we're gonna do whatever the fuck we want to do with that. And on top of
Right.
that, Kawhi, you suspended for the whole season because the only reason you played a season, you was willing to sit out, was because you ain't get your money, right? So your ass gonna sit out and
This
don't
is the
get your
Chris
money.
Paul effect, bro.
And
These
look, I'm
players
gonna
have
force you.
curses
Look,
on them, my nigga. I'm telling you.
and if you don't like it, Kawhi, retire, nigga. And because you can't look, Kawhi, you
You
can no
think that'll
longer
make him
use your
retire though,
look. And
Trey?
this what I would do to Kawhi. No longer can you use your own personal doctors, nigga. Whatever the NBA team
Right. I ain't
provides
never
you
heard of that
is
shit.
what you going by because we see you a crooked ass scammer. So you do not get to come in with
Oh,
your.
hold
I'm
up. He was
taking
using
all
his own doctors.
Yeah,
no,
that's why he didn't play in San
remember, with the
Antonio.
Spurs,
San
remember with San
Antonio doctor said
Antonio,
he was ready
when
to
they
come
told him to
back,
play,
and
he
his
used
personal
that
doctor
excuse. He
said he
said,
wasn't
my
ready.
personal doctor said no.
Right.
Even with the Clippers, when they
Man, you
wanted
could
him
pay
and he
that
was in
type
the,
of person to say you can't play though, dog. That's crazy. Just like they paying
That's
you
why
under the
Tony
table.
Parker came out and
let
said
me
what he
let me
said
tell
about
you
him.
something. Let me tell you something. At the end of the day, those doctors know
That's
they can get
foul.
sued. Those in this day and age, I don't know about back in the day. Yeah, maybe they're alive, but nowadays,
Them
how much?
doctors was paid to lie,
Yeah, those
nigga.
doctors is paid so much good money, bro, and they don't want to mess that over. They is not about to get sued because they know the NBA will say that has nothing to do with us. They are not about to risk that. If they say your ass can play, you can play.
They can manipulate anything with them chests and all of that.
These
They can
are
write
the
up a
That's what
best
I'm
report.
doctors
saying.
in the world,
They
bro.
can do
I don't
anything they
care if
want
you
to,
play
bro.
for Toronto, Memphis. They got the best doctor in Memphis, bro. Probably on his off days, right there with you. The same thing with every other team, bro. So no, y'all niggas got y'all got private jets. Y'all got all this. They say you dudes are more athletic. They say you dudes are more everything. But
Right.
you dudes,
Creative
when
players.
I look at it as this, the only thing more. Y'all bitch more. Y'all complain more. Y'all get more money, and y'all not worth it. And
Because they raised by single women, bro.
that's
They
the
come from
only
single
thing
women
more. And
households.
guess
That's the key
what?
right
Guess
there,
what?
real. Say it one more time
And guess
for the
what?
chat to hear you.
The only person we heard anything about, and it wasn't a scandal. It wasn't like a scandal. Think about it. Kobe Bryant and Magic Johnson was the only real other, and I'm gonna say Karl Malone, but it never was an issue. I'm just letting it so people can know I know the history. But those three dudes are the only dudes that had like little situation with women. You look at it right now, it's like 5 dudes with IG model problems.
Hey, y'all notice how on Hall of Fame ceremony how all these players, the NBA is making it a trend. All of these the new Hall of Famers for like the last like maybe like 10 to 12 years, all of them thanking they dads. They dads was never in the picture in their NBA career though. Ever. But then they come out and say, I want to thank my dad. That's a gimmick, bro.
You
That's
know what I
propaganda.
you know what I noticed in
They
that
on
Hall
some
of Fame
bullshit, nigga. I never heard
when they
Carmelo talk
when,
about his dad. I never
look,
heard D Wade. Nigga, I never heard D
no,
Wade said he
you
was raised by his sisters, nigga.
look, what I took from that was I knew somebody lied. I knew somebody lied, and I'm gonna tell you off of reading body language as a man around men, ain't no women around. If you look at Coach K, when they asked LeBron about playing with Kobe Bryant on that redeem team, you
Right.
see how Coach K head whipped quick to LeBron to see you gonna tell the truth. or you pit a lie. That nigga looked at
Right.
him so fast. I was watching him. His head whipped so fast to him. He like, ooh, I want to see what this motherfucker gonna say. And once he starts saying that bullshit, Coach K said, okay, I see you ain't gonna tell the truth. It's
Right.
all good. I look, Carmelo, even Carmelo, I respect Carmelo for what he did. I understand what the NBA
Fact.
also did to him. You know what I mean? As in when he played with the Lakers, hey, look, he was passing people up just like LeBron was, but they wasn't talking about it like LeBron,
Right.
right?
He was moving up them charts quick, nigga.
When LeBron was passing up those same people, they made it big. When Carmelo did, they
It
just
was a
like, yeah,
celebration.
yeah, they
Right. It
was
was a
like, yeah,
celebration. Right.
Carmelo is number whoopty whoop. Yeah. Like
But
that's how they
LeBron
made
has
it.
he's always kind of shaded Carmelo's success. He stole that nigga teammates. He didn't want him to compete with him in the
You know
Eastern
why?
Conference.
You know why?
He hated on him at every
Because
turn.
when
He
he
hated
played,
on Carmelo.
it started in high school when Carmelo played him. He felt it. He
Yeah,
felt it.
because Carmelo averaged 43 points against that nigga in high school. 43.
Listen to what everybody say who guards
Killing that nigga.
LeBron. Listen to what
Carmelo
everybody
don't
say
win
who
no
guards
game in that nigga
LeBron.
though, dog.
Look,
Y'all
this
know
is
that.
why I'm gonna tell you what everybody feel is scary. When it's a dude that can score, and I mean really, he can go like 60, damn near set. If you really ain't playing him, he'll go the most he can ever go on anybody. If you're not Carmelo, Kobe, Michael Jordan, LeBron, they all say he gives you a break because if you guard him good enough to where he don't have the repertoire, he don't have the moves
Mhm.
to be like, oh, if you stop this, I could do this. He's gonna
Right.
pass it. They feel like I got a break because I don't give a fuck about that other dude scoring it. I'm guarding you. They're gonna say how many points LeBron scored on me. And when you pass it off, I don't give a shit about the assists. I give a fuck about you not having the point on me. Carmelo, when you hear dudes talking about sticking him so physical, man, by the fourth quarter, Kobe,
My
Paul
chest was hurting.
Pierce,
Yeah, Kobe said
Paul
that
Pierce,
shit too.
Paul Pierce, easy money on LeBron. Kobe Bryant, no problem with LeBron. All these dudes, no problem. Even Iguodala, I'd rather guard LeBron. Everybody will say they'd rather guard LeBron other than a
That's
real scorer.
sad, bro.
And I'm going to tell
That's
you why.
sad.
People don't understand this. It's not about LeBron. See, y'all want to cover it up. This generation cover it up with the right play. No, the right play is what you know you can do. I know I can pass it to you. That's the right play too. But guess what? When you so goddamn good and you so goddamn skilled, you got like 3 or 4 right plays. I can pump fake him, come off this back foot with a fadeaway. That's a good play because I know I can do that. LeBron know he don't
Right.
have that type of footwork. You feel me?
Right.
When you can
Right.
score in a variety of ways, you're not thinking I'm gonna be real because I felt like a scorer. When you think you can score the ball on 2 defenders, 3 defenders, and you didn't train that way, your mind is not past. You're like, let these niggas, you're trying to figure it out. Like, let these
It
niggas
has
give
to
me
be
my opening.
easy.
Yeah,
If it comes hard,
let these
then
niggas give me
I'm
my
cool.
opening and I'ma take it. That's what you're
What
looking
real?
for. When
Just
you
let
look
me
at
know what
Kobe,
real fundamentals the nigga got. I
when
don't
you
even
look
think
at
the
This
nigga
Kobe,
I'm
right?
mastered
about to
the
Look,
tell
think about
y'all.
fundamentals.
look, I'm
He
gonna
ain't
show you a
even
perfect
mastered the
example. When you
fundamentals.
look at Kobe, right, when he played New York, when he was right there at the free throw line, and he was getting good defense played on him by I think Shepard. He pump faked, spin backwards, then he threw it
Yeah,
off the backboard. Will LeBron do
I
that?
remember that.
Hell no. LeBron would have passed the ball off and then stepped back to the top of the key to reset because he don't have the footwork or the mindset to create. That's why he's not in the dunk contest because you need a creative mind. And when you look at Kobe, Mike, especially Kobe, because he didn't have all the athleticism that Mike had, you have to create more than an athletic person.
Yeah, Kobe got some crazy athletic plays, though. I know that hanging in the air and shit. He kind of gave us a
When
glimpse
you
of
look
Jordan
at
a
how
little
look, when
bit,
that
though.
man broke his finger, he learned how to
Hmm.
shoot off of every other finger.
And that's on his shooting hand too.
That's what and then look, when he broke his shooting hand, he learned how to shoot with his left. That's where he gets the when he popped
And
his
you
hand out of place, that's where you get the spin around fadeaway 3-pointer with the left hand. And Mark Cuban
Yeah.
hop up and clap, say, God damn.
And the nigga did that. He pulled them and dislocated them fingers on the same hand, nigga, on both hands, nigga, twice.
Come
Come
That
on,
on.
man.
happened twice to
Know what
him.
You
make me mad right now, though, bro? I'm not even
And
gonna
Jim
lie to
Gray, what
y'all.
did Jim Gray say? Jim Gray
what
said,
you say,
Kobe, what you
James?
think? You gonna
What you
get
say, no, yeah,
surgery? He was like,
what you
nah, I'm
say,
gonna
no,
just
yeah?
adjust I'm adjust.
What makes me mad, we killed a role player for all this fuck shit he be doing. But She
Mhm.
Rock did the exact same thing. Just look at it.
And worse,
For
and
real.
worse, and worse,
And
and
that
worse.
nigga couldn't even was win doing it.
What's
I
his
will
So
say
name,
this
this.
James?
this
What you
my
call
thing.
him?
Hey, look,
If
I will
if
say
if
this with KD, with everybody else. At least LeBron James finish out his contracts, right? Even if he don't like the, he might get you traded, but he don't ask for a trade. LeBron, he don't do this. I have to get paid, and I'm a play thing. He uses player empowerment in all type of ways. It's all these other players that want to be like him and try to add on a little bit of their own personality. You got KD that say, "Hey, LeBron teamed up with D Wade, Chris Bosh." He said, "You know what? I'm gonna team up with better players than LeBron, right? And I'm gonna go to different teams more than him." And then you got Kawhi. He said, "Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna use my player empowerment, but I'm gonna ask for shit LeBron wouldn't even ask for."
but see, this the whole thing though. If it ain't helped the role player win and he got a losing record, the only reason why he did win because it like real said, it was manufactured. It's propaganda. He the face of the league. Now let's switch sides. You know it ain't work for him, and they let him cheat the system. But you won't follow in his footsteps. Why you can't be your own man? Why you can't be your own person and lead your own team in the way you know how to play basketball? Because you worked on your game. You had a better mid range. You could shoot free throws. You understand? You went through the growing pains in San Antonio, missing that free throw in the finals that you could have iced the game, and we wouldn't even be talking like that. You feel me? But you got failures too. So game 5. I'm gonna say game 6 and 7 against the 3-1 lead that he blown. If you look at last year with the against the Denver Nuggets when they took them to 7 games, y'all got rid of Russ for James Harden. Like you trying to outdo everybody and do the same shit the role player doing, you fail miserably doing it. You
I
don't
know what
want to
they
lead.
doing,
I
James.
don't
Look,
look at him
look.
as no fucking leader though. That's the whole
They
trip part about it. But they
they
say he a
He
grabbing,
leader.
never
they
been a
grabbing, they
leader. He
grabbing, they
wasn't the
grabbing
leader
all
in
these
Toronto.
players. Look, they grabbing all these players because that's who Kawhi's choosing when he don't want to do something. Like, oh, get him because when I don't want to play, that's what he can take over. And you know what I
He's the
mean? I don't want
backup. He's the
he don't
backup.
want too much, bro.
Who
Like
gonna
you
get the
said, hey
credit for
look,
it
like
though?
you
You know
said,
he gonna get
hey
the
look,
credit for it.
like you said, he's an undercover role player. I don't want to be the main guy. Look, when you look at what he did, look, if I'm thinking about it, if I'm him, man, that sprain wasn't that bad. I'm gonna be real. I know what Cha Cha Pachulia did, but you could have came back in at least game 3 or something, iced your ankle like, oh, I ain't letting my team go out like this. Look what KD
Right.
did, bro. Like, look what KD did. Even though they
Look
lost
what
against
Kobe
this
did in the
dude,
finals. His sprain
like,
was
yeah,
worse than
like,
that.
bro,
And
you just
intentional.
already was like, man, y'all was blowing KD them out. So for in your mind to feel like if my presence gonna boost my team morality or
Thank you.
something, like,
Thank you.
hold on.
A fifty
No, bro,
percent you
use a
is better
quitter,
than a
bro.
0% you.
Use a real quitter, bro. And look, just keep it real. We all keeping it, we all saying, yeah, you fooled everybody. You were fortunate, nigga. KD, Achilles injury. Clay Thompson, nigga, have all his knee injuries right there when they play you. If Golden State go in there healthy, Kawhi, you not the Terminator. You getting terminated.
I already said that. And look how KD played when he did go out there. He was the best player on the floor. And with how many
Come
minutes he
on, with
played?
13 points, with 13 or 11 points, KD beat you, nigga.
And had
And
more impact
they
than you
need
did.
and look, they needed all of his points. Just think about that. And KD told Ibaka on his podcast, he said, "Y'all don't win that if I'm not hurt. I'm keeping it 1,000. You don't see nothing with nobody else saying, oh no, we would have still won. Nobody refuted that. Kawhi know what's up. You were very fortunate, like Maxwell, the singer, nigga.
Hey,
You were
what about
fortunate.
why Fred VanVleet don't get no credit? That nigga balled out. Kyle Lowry played out his
And
mind.
Siakam. And Siakam
Siakam,
balled out.
Ibaka,
Lowry,
Mark
Lowry,
Gasol.
Fred
All them
Lowry.
Van
dudes
Fleet.
help you. It wasn't just
Fred
your
Van
ass like you
Fleet.
just went over there
And
and
look,
carried them. Man,
think
that team
about
was
this. Think
loaded,
about
man.
this. Think about this. If that team don't ball out, you're not even in the position that you're in the playoffs. That team was already good. You just came in. You
That's what I'm
didn't
saying. It
build
was a
that.
championship
Who
team
who
already.
can we
It was a
say?
championship team.
Who can we say Kawhi actually built? Who can we say? Who can we
He
say
didn't
you
build
actually
nobody.
built?
Nobody. Not one team.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
the team that
He's
he
been
did try to build in LA is a
what
failure.
he's been
That's a
able to
failure.
do. What he's been able to do is, since so much attention is on Steph Curry, LeBron James, and Kevin Durant, he's been able to steal. You feel me? It's like me, you, and Noya going to the store. They own us. Hurry up and buy. But this nigga Kawhi stealing while y'all own us.
And that's crazy you brought that up because I'm not gonna lie to you. He laughing, but I'm serious. Look,
Man,
I
this is
watched
going
him.
crazy,
I
bro.
watched him in a couple of series, right? Ticket brought up a good point. You just scored 30 against the Suns, and the next game you don't play. Come on, man. How you
I
missed the
told
next game
everybody
after
I
you
was
just balled
Sunday.
out the game
James,
before
bro.
that?
And
Highlight
look,
that, bro.
that got something to look. That got something to do with it. Look, if I was the NBA, I ain't gonna lie, I don't care. I'm going hard on his ass. Hey, why you lead it's something different with that Olympics too. They knew this shit was coming in. That's why they got your ass up out of there so they won't snatch no gold medals from the USA. That's why they got your ass up out of there.
I say, bro, I think he held it, dog. He just found out how to beat the system and steal money. And if and they
Yes,
let him do it so
he's very
long,
smart, bro.
Hey,
they,
look,
they, they
hey,
let him
look,
do
if
it
it's
so
a
long. That
loophole, hey,
nigga
look, if
genius.
it's
I
a,
ain't gonna
hey, yeah,
lie, that nigga genius for that shit.
hey,
If I
look,
could
hey,
go to
look,
work
hey,
right
look,
now
hey,
and hide
look,
in the
hey, look.
bathroom all day without nobody looking for me and still get a full week,
No,
2 week
you know what?
paycheck,
Hey, look,
I'm gonna sit my ass in that bathroom stall. I ain't lying.
at the same time though, you a genius, but how many niggas did you make lose their jobs? Doc Rivers lost his job, nigga, because you wasn't playing hard because of your cheese.
I understand that. See,
No, look,
you got
no.
a point
Let's
with
keep
that.
it 1,000. No, ever since he got out of there, right? It got covered up with Paul George and that stripper and his daughter, and Paul George saying he trying to run me like I'm Klay Thompson. It got covered up. But now that we know it's you, Kawhi, you got a man fired. You got a man right now who won a championship with KG, Paul Pierce, Ray Allen, gave them their first chip, and how they talk about that man. They don't talk like you do. So it lets me know you didn't give a shit and
So,
you were covering your tracks. You
so
let
let me
Doc
ask you a
Rivers
question
get
then, since you brought that up.
you let Doc Rivers get blamed for coaching when you knew you wasn't going out there playing.
Let me ask you a question since you brought that up. I got two questions. Do we fault Ty Lue now since we know what we know
Nah,
for
I've been
letting him
said
get
that.
away with
Nah,
that shit?
I ain't gonna lie. I've been said that. I ain't gonna lie. I got love for Ty Lue, but I'm gonna keep it 1,000. Ty Lue, you knew they were shitting on. Look, like he said, Doc shit on you. He said, "Well, Ty Lue right there with me while I'm calling the plays. If they're bad, he should suggest them. That's why you're my assistant coach. That's not good. That's not cool, right? He didn't say nothing was wrong with it. That lets you know Kawhi wasn't executing for a certain reason. So Ty Lue wanted a STEM head coaching job, and I'm not mad at that. Hey, I ain't gonna save you. He didn't. I don't think he snitched on the man, but he didn't save him. He didn't speak up. If you look at it right now, when has Ty Lue ever came in any interview and say Doc Rivers didn't coach that series wrong in the bubble? Doc Rivers
And he
didn't.
just had an interview with Shannon Sharp.
Yeah,
I ain't
that's
even
what I'm
bring up
saying.
that situation as nothing.
When did he ever answer for that? And I said this, you can go look it up. We were somewhere on Ticket Stream. I said that nigga Ty Lue, I said it wrong, but I said that nigga Ty Lue backdoored that nigga for a job. He didn't tell the truth. He didn't tell the truth. If it's like that, I'm gonna keep it real. If I'm a new owner and I'm coming in, I'm firing the whole fucking coaching staff. All you niggas lost. All you niggas stupid.
And they still losing, getting their ass molly
And we
wop.
still losing. So Ty Lue, You accept that you let them run with Doc Rivers not knowing what the fuck he doing so you can get the job. Just like y'all went to the finals the year before and y'all lost with the coach that was right there with LeBron and then he lost job, you got it. Look, Ty Lue,
David
I ain't
Blatt.
mad at you. I ain't gonna
His name is
save no
David
nigga.
Blatt.
I ain't gonna save a nigga so I can get the job. But at the end of the day, you know what you did. You didn't tell the
He
truth.
back Gordon. He
You
back
chose
Gordon for
not to
your
say
team.
nothing at all. You like, I ain't gonna tell the truth. He didn't coach wrong. He said the right plays. You didn't stop him. And if you did think he said the wrong plays, you sabotaged them. That's basically it. If you thought those was the wrong plays, we need to run something different, you sabotaged it. Now, if you thought those was the right plays, you didn't say nothing, okay. But why keep a motherfucker who's the assistant coach who was agreeing and who was a part of the whole losing game plan? I'm firing everything. Is any of Darvin Ham coaches still there?
No.
No,
Exactly. When they fired the person who the Toronto Raptors head coach who just won Coach of the Year, is any of his assistant coaches, was they still there?
no.
Exactly, bro. Phil Jackson, when he left the first year, not the second, and even the second, when Phil Jackson left, everybody leaves.
Right.
That's how it goes. You
But
don't,
guess
you
what?
don't,
Hey, real quick. They say that the NBA is just like AAU, right? It's nothing but AAU coaches in the NBA. It's no real coaches in
no.
the NBA.
The NBA
All
is
the
not
real
like
coaches nigga got fired,
the
bro.
NBA. The NBA is not like AAU. The players are like how they were in AAU. I want to play with my best friend. You know, I didn't even do that.
Yeah.
Think about it. Like James, from that era that we came in, we didn't give a damn if our best friend on our block, our homeboy, hey, you on the other team? It's okay. I swear to God, you get that ball, I'm gonna lay your ass out.
Right.
Boy, that's how we came up though.
Look,
I'll
it's
be
not
friends with
about
you
you.
when we get
It's
back
not
around the
about you.
house.
It's not about you not being my friend. My friend got game to me. If I'm thinking about it, you my friend for one, because you got game. We connect on something, this game that we play. So I feel like you somewhere near me. And we're always competing. Other than that, I wouldn't have you rocking with me like that. But if we ever playing against each other, I'm not going to take it easy because you're my friend. You're going to earn every basket. And if you
Hey, I
dog
played
me,
against my cousin in semi-pro. Louisiana Bulldogs against Thibodeau. My cousin
uh-huh,
played for Thibodeau. When I ain't much know that was him till we, before the game, you meet everybody, you dap up, and
yeah,
after the game, you dap up. You
yeah.
you doing your little warm ups, you doing your little walkthroughs, and I just hear somebody saying, "What's up, cuz?" And the first thing that nigga told me, we gonna kick y'all ass. That lit a feud up under my. I
Look,
said,
you was
dog, we
like,
could be
look, I'm about
cousins
to
off
fuck
this bitch, but
you.
dog, I'm about to every time I see you catch that ball and try to run that bitch, I'ma pop your ass. All right, we gonna see. And that's my little cousin, but he look like my big cousin.
But
But
guess what,
when
though,
we only
James? I
win this
bet you
shit, nigga,
don't
I
look.
don't know you, nigga. I'm
Hey,
trying to
look.
win.
Hey, but
We'll get.
look.
I talk to Auntie when I get off. I ain't gonna hurt you or nothing,
But
but every
guess
time
what,
you touch
James?
that
Guess
bitch, I'm
what,
gonna try to
James?
knock five from your ass.
If me and you had a cold game, you pick your squad, I pick my squad, me and you sticking each other. I really look, I want to win as bad as I want to win, but I'm going to put myself on the losing side. Guess what I'm going to feel like? You fit to make me better because I really tried to beat you, bro. I really did. I didn't stick you soft because we know each other. You really crossed me over. I didn't like that. I was embarrassed. I'm still embarrassed. Guess what? When we can play again, I'll be ready for
That's
your
being
ass.
competitive, though. If you
Yeah,
being
like it's
competitive,
iron
I don't
sharpening
care who
iron.
you
It's
is.
like
You
I
could be
got
my
love
daddy.
for
You
you.
better not be on
But
the other
damn,
side of that
look,
court.
at the end of the day, this basketball, we ain't fighting. We didn't punch each other out and you knock my ass out. Like it's a different thing. This is sports, so I feel like I can get better. I don't give a damn. We was playing ping pong, air hockey, nigga. I want to beat you.
And that's what they lack in this era right here. The will to win, the mentality, the competitiveness. Everybody want to be friends, like you say. Shit, I can't. That's all you hear Kendrick Perkins
Look
talk
what they
about.
say when they
I've been
lose.
knowing
When
him
we
since I
say
was
they
16
lose,
playing in U-ball. Now I don't give a fuck about that, man. We this the
look,
pros. I got a
look what
family to
LeBron
feed.
James
I'll be
said.
damned if
Look,
I let you cook
look,
me out here
look,
and I can't get
look,
no contract.
look what LeBron James said, right? I'm gonna tell you. A championship is like a promotion for regular people at work, right? So when you are playing in the finals, and people are talking about, oh well, LeBron, you lost, and everybody who wants you to lose, they're happy, and he say, well, they get to go back and live their life, and I get to go back and be LeBron James. Wait a minute. Your goal is to win championships and be great and be called the best. You do know that Dirk Nowitzki is the best player now because he dog walked you, Dwayne Wade, like him beating you. Y'all elevated him so much. That does not make you mad. You're more worried about, oh, well, I'm still rich. Wait. I'm going to tell you this. If any of you NBA players don't know this, everybody who's a fan of basketball, I don't care if you're a casual or if you don't even watch it, we know you niggas are rich. We know you niggas making money whether y'all win or lose. But the crazy thing is, you don't care if you win or lose or get embarrassed. That's the one thing I can't have. I can't be a billionaire, right? And I ain't gonna lie, it'll crush my feelings. I'm a billionaire and a female choose a nigga that works at a garbage place. Or wait, you choose that nigga who's a janitor over me? That's gonna bother me. So for you to use because you make millions and you get to go on trips, that makes your life still cool. No, your profession, you're supposed to want to be the best. I don't care if you're a janitor. I don't care if you serve food at McDonald's. You want promotions, right? Because you want to be the manager one day at McDonald's. You don't want to keep flipping the burgers. You want to be the manager at one of these things. So you're going to try to be the best. You're going to show up.
They like it born coming to America. First I was on lettuce. Now I'm on the fries. That's when the big bucks start rolling it.
And look, but you know what? But look, guess what? And look, I'm glad you said that. That's where they took away. That's what they took away from the NBA. Noya, they took away ambition, something that makes you want to go hard. See, these players only playing for the max now. They're not playing for what? See, the players that we grew up watching or was right there watching, they were playing for the championship. They were playing for that goddamn trophy. They was playing for that. These players are playing for the money. And you can get the money. And what they found out in this generation is I can get the money without the chip. And once they start getting the money without the chip, think about it. Michael Jordan had 30 million. That's his highest contract. 30 million for the greatest of all time. 30 million.
To me, that lit a feud up on this fight. This is what I look at today's NBA is. American done lost their snitch. I'm talking about the foreigners that took over. The FGAs, the Giannis, the Jokic's. Anthony Edwards probably the only one that go out there and play both sides of the ball. But he got to get his win up. He got to get that confidence back. He can't go out there and just think because he could jump over everybody. They're going to just keep letting him do that. You know, they compared him to Jordan at one time, which that's cool, but you got to earn that shit. They ain't going to just give it to you. My grandpa always told me shit ain't going to fall in your lap, son. If you want, you got to go get it. And I don't see these Americans going out there and get it because of the money that you saying they paying them without earning it. The SGAs, the Giannis's, the Jokic's, them dudes go out there, even though Jokic don't play defense, but you can't tell me he ain't giving his all on offense. You're going to have a bad night here and there, but he's still out there trying to do something. You got Americans low managing. Missing game. LeBron be going to his son game. Nigga, you got a game on the schedule, but you trying to be there for your son. Let Savannah go do that shit. Your team needs you. You the high paid player. They see you doing all this dumbass shit. They gonna do it too. Same thing with Kawhi. Same thing with KD. Now I do understand KD do love the game. He just won't play basketball. He won't be in a good system. That's why he chose Golden State.
But he should want to win, though, James. He should want to win. It ain't just about playing basketball. See, that's the one thing he leave out his conversation. He say, I just want to ball, man. He don't never say nothing about winning, man.
Ever.
He always say, I just want to ball. See, what these players, look, when you look at it, every overseas player, I don't care. For the longest, it's been America. See, them overseas players got something to prove. Kobe told Donich, you're from overseas. They gonna try you. And he said he was right. Look at that Wall Street Journal thing. He said Kobe told him that. You from overseas. They always had something. So the overseas Players got a chip because y'all never accepted us. Y'all think we too soft. Look at what Arenas just said recently. Why the fouls is like this? Oh, the European players. Oh yeah, no, y'all players bitch more than us. And when you look at it, more American players bitch for fouls than any player that's overseas.
But Luke already exposed the NBA. It's easy to score over here compared to the
But
Euro
I'm
League.
saying, does
Yeah, he
overseas players
did.
look?
He said
The
it's way
overseas
easier.
That's
players,
why the
the
USA
the the
struggled this year
the,
in the
the,
Olympics.
the
That's why
overseas.
USA was supposed to go down buku
Hey, look,
time.
Steph
How you
Curry is
struggling
getting
with that?
old. Steph Curry is old. LeBron is out of here. KD old. Look what American basketball gonna look like. Y'all gotta worry about SGA. Y'all gotta worry about all those overseas players. Jokic, Donich. Those dudes ain't gonna play for America. They don't give a damn. They playing for their country. And all of the top 10 or top 20, if you want to say the most top 25, it's more overseas players in there. And if you just say the top five, you got Luca in there, you got Giannis in there, you got Joker in there. The best players in the league are from overseas.
So where the
And
pride
the
at
other
then?
and the American players, they're on their way out of there.
James Evans told JJ when they skipped him to the 12th grade and they wanted him to get kept back. He said, "My son gonna go back because I don't want him to pass his way through life. Because everybody know you need an education. Because he got pride. That boy JJ still stood up and said, I would be glad to take my place in the 12th grade class. But he told his dad and them after he said that I'm gonna work hard, I'm gonna study hard. And he did that. He wound up graduating. So I'm cool with that as long as you're gonna put the work in and you stand on what you say. A lot of these motherfuckers in the days, they say what people want to hear, and these YouTubers run with the narratives and believe everything instead of going with the eye test. What happened to the eye
I,
test? You can see the eye test
I'm,
have not failed us at all, at no point and no error. But to this
it ain't
era
even,
come,
it ain't
now you
even,
talking
it
about
ain't even,
statistics, you talking about analytics, you talking
it
about
ain't even
stats.
an
But he
eye
averaged,
test.
but
Look,
the
it
nigga
ain't
took
even an
40
eye
shots to
test
get
no
them
more.
30.
It ain't even an eye test no
Mm-hmm.
more. Hey, look, James. It ain't even an eye test. Yes, it is. Yes, be 1,000. No matter what me, you did, what anybody else did that didn't make it all the way right, it was about what your life was, right? Now we working men. We gonna go to work. We gotta survive. But we was trying to make that money where it was like, shit, I don't even feel like I'm going to work, right? But when you look at them overseas players, when you go look at Slovenia, when you go look at Joker's country, when you go look at Giannis' country, it don't look like where we from. Even though we struggle, they ain't struggling. Like it's a little bit better. You know, even having food stamps ain't looked at like it was when we was growing up, James. When I was growing up and we had the paper money, I mean that paper EBT, whatever everybody want to know it as, you was like, oh, you can go in front of me because you didn't want nobody to see these pink, yellow, and green dollars that look like motherfucking Monopoly money. You was embarrassed. That country, those players from overseas got more of a struggle right now than American players. American players are worried about wearing Gucci, Coogee. They worry about how they look. They worry about being in the movie. They worry about their names being in the rap. That's what they. You don't hear no overseas player complaining. Not Giannis yet. Not Luca, not Joker, but you hear every other American player talking about, I want out, I want this. Luca didn't ask for a trade, they traded his ass. Joker didn't ask for a trade, they traded his ass. Giannis, we just saying he gonna want out. That's at least what the media is saying. None of the overseas players is complaining. They're trying to make their teams championship teams. But these American players who spoiled, who's used to their mama getting them whatever they want, I'm going to tell you why American players right now ask for trades. It's because they don't have their moms in their life. KD. Now, Steph do. He ain't asked for no trade. Steph do. That's the difference. But every other player probably don't got their daddy. And you're asking for trades. Your daddy gonna tell you stay your ass in there. I didn't pay all this money for you to get in this tournament, and you mad because your team ain't winning. You talking about quitting? No, stay your ass up in there. Your mama gonna be like, baby, you wanna quit? Fine. I'll take you out. So that's why they got that mentality. That's my opinion. Nobody gotta take no scientific, no doctor, no nothing. That's my opinion. These niggas is two mamas boys. Your daddy tell you get your ass up and dust off. Your mama say, come here, come in the house. You ain't going back outside. You hurt yourself. Your daddy say, get up, dust that shit off. Keep on playing. Keep on fighting. Nigga punch you in your face. Your daddy gonna take you down there and make that nigga punch you in your face some more and teach you how to win. Yo, nigga punch you in your face, your mama gonna go down there and try to squabble the nigga, not you. See, that's some bullshit. No, you gotta teach them how to be a man. So we got all these kids that's used to somebody coming in saying it ain't your fault. They need to do this. No, it is your fault. You can change the culture. Think about Kobe. He was getting swept. He was getting blown out, and then he stayed. Yeah, he threatened to trade. You can bring that up. He threatened to trade, but when they just gave him Paul Gasol ain't no superstar. He ain't nobody that we would say have something special. He ain't nowhere in the top 10 when it comes to power forwards. But Kobe Bryant made that man a Hall of Famer. He made that man tough. He made that man think different. He made that man think he was like that. And that was enough. Jordan Farmar, Sasha Vujacic, where these dudes at now when they left Kobe? Other than Ariza and Paul Gasol, everybody else faded out. It's a difference on mentality, on what you make somebody believe, and also what you make somebody fear. LeBron made people fear him as in they gonna get traded. Kobe made them fear him as in you can't play basketball. Like, I'm going to say that. Like, you shouldn't even be in the league. Like, you shouldn't play. I ain't going to fucking trade. You shouldn't even be on nobody's team. And that's your fear, to let the best player down. That's just the truth. We're in a world where these players are used to people telling them it's not your fault, it's everybody else's. And that's that mama syndrome. A lot
Hey,
of
I'm
these
glad
players
you
don't.
brought that up with Paul Gasol because when you stack the deck, people be talking about we stack top heavy. You taking all the money by cheating the system by doing that. So when you can't build a real roster around you because you don't have that go getter and you not that type of person to lead the team to the promised land, I just can't give you credit for that. Like, and then a lot of people won't say, well, he got 4 rings. Like real say that shit manufactured. But because if you don't let him stack the deck and do what he did, do he must have those 4 rings? But then y'all want shit on the people who made it to the finals the right way and lost. Because like I always say, Brian, I'm a firm believer of this. Bro, you got 30 teams in the NBA fighting for the same goal, the same thing. So it's hard to make it to the finals back to back. You got to be that real nigga. You got to be that real go-getter. You got to be a real killer. You got to put the real work in. Your mentality have to be different. And I don't see that in this day's age. Like you say, they always running from the smoke. They always running to their podcast. Like you can make money on YouTube dealing with podcasts, and you be like, nah, boy, I ain't never made this type of money. I done played enough in the NBA so I can build my podcast up right quick, and I can just get this money without even having to run up and down, put wear and tear on my body. And I'm not calling them no quitter because whatever works for you works for you. But at the end of the day, if you love the game like you say you love the game, you have goals set in this game to become a champion, to become a legend, become a Hall of Famer. You can't cheat your way to the top because there's a difference between a helicopter and you taking the stairs. You know what I mean? Are you on the elevator and I gotta run up these stairs? Like that, it just it don't equal up to me. And people kill KD for doing what he did, but they don't kill the role player for doing what he did. Y'all count the role player for NBA champions, but y'all don't want to count KD champion. The first thing they'll say, oh, he went to a team that beat him. Boy, you go to the team that give you the best chance to win. It point blank, period. I'm tired of hearing he went to a team that was 73-9. The man would have went 3-0 and he showed that nigga how to do it. That nigga had a 3-5 record. She rock. You ain't never did it. And I really don't give you credit for that Toronto thing because that team, like I said, was already built, my nigga. And if it weren't for that, I ain't gonna say it because people are already gonna say, boy, you tripping. There you go with that conspiracy. But I'm gonna say it anyway. Fuck it. I think that was a magnet. Boy, you saw how long that ball jumped. Then you traveled to get over there. That wasn't no basketball move, nigga. You ran in that corner and shot that motherfucker three. And that shit bounced up there for forever. Just boom, boom, boom. Like you was playing ping pong. Anybody else, that shit would have rimmed out. You dig what I'm saying? That shit wasn't even going in. But why you ain't do it again then? If you felt like you was that type of dude, She-Rock, why you ain't go to the Clippers? Because that team took Golden State to 6 games without your ass.
And
Why
look,
you
I'm gonna
ain't go
say
over there
this.
and add the same thing you did with Toronto and just add you instead of trying to bust that team up, give away all those future draft picks for Paul George, and you still can't get to the
And,
Western
and,
Conference
and
Finals?
I'm gonna say this. He couldn't do that in Toronto because that's a different damn country than America. America can be bought. We all know that. America can be bought. That's why we
Yeah,
got
it's
in
all about
every
money.
and look, and I'm gonna say this. Look, I don't know about everybody's state, but that's why every state got something called Chinatown or something like that. You can be bought. America can be bought. Why the hell we got something called Chinatown? Why it ain't no nigger town? I don't care what you want to call it. It should be a nigger town, a black town before it's a Chinatown. All the shit y'all did to us, but y'all got Chinatown because it can be bought. I'm gonna say this with Kawhi though, and I'm gonna say this with Steve Ballmer first, bro. All that they con me. You're a bad actor. Let me tell you that. Thank God you ain't making no movies. Look, bro, you didn't, you didn't become, you did
You're a
not
bad actor.
become. One thing I know, you didn't become a goddamn billionaire because niggas can con you. Stop it. And you're not gonna put money into a failing company and you still be a billionaire. Stop it. You would not be a billionaire if your mind was like that. You fucked up. You got caught. You got caught. You thought nobody was gonna catch you. This is what happens. Your ass is caught. So all that you wouldn't be a billionaire if you were that damn stupid. Even Mark Cuban said it. He's not that stupid. Well, he is. He's that damn stupid. He's not that damn stupid. He just didn't think he'd get caught. He didn't think it was a damn problem. He didn't think the NBA would pay attention. Oh, why Kawhi is playing like this or like that or like this and he didn't think so, but it is. He thought his money will always buy him out of things because that's what it always done. His money is his biggest friend and is his biggest enemy. When you rich like that, that's how shit crash on you. We're
Let me
seeing
ask
that
you a
right now.
question. Do you think that was a bad trade? Looking back on it,
I'm gonna say yeah, that was because look what you gotta do. Look what you gotta risk. I gotta do all this illegal shit to get you, bro. Wait, hold on. You want to be in LA, right? Hey, I'm not doing that. You want to go to the Lakers and you want to go to me. You only want to be in California and you ain't going to Golden State and you ain't going to Sacramento. So I'm the only person that got the most money to pay you what you want. But I'm not doing no shit that's going to jeopardize me, bruh, for nobody. Nobody. I don't care if I'm the boss or the worker. I'm not jeopardizing me.
all right. Let's talk about the commercial. Then there's a new king in town. He got the crown on the thing. He driving around in the old school. Like he bought the car from Easy R.I.P. Eric Wright.
He didn't mean
And the
that. He
nigga,
didn't mean that from winning basketball. He meant it's a new king as in I'm whooping LA. I'm getting the most money and y'all don't even know it. Like that's what he meant. He didn't mean it for basketball. We thought that's what that commercial was about. But what he meant was it's a new king in town. I'm getting more money than LeBron. Y'all don't even know it.
he's stealing more money than LeBron. One thing I
Hey,
can say
look,
about the role
LeBron.
player,
Look,
he
LeBron ain't
low
even
managed,
stealing.
but
Hey,
that nigga
LeBron.
gonna
Hey,
cherry pick the real game, but he still plays.
LeBron not even stealing money. He just not worth what he say he
Yeah,
is. LeBron not even stealing because he's out here playing, trying. He just losing. Kawhi, you out here with excuses. My knees. Oh, this. That's why think about it. Every time this nigga get put out, not you know you, but how the media looks at it. Well, Kawhi, his knees, if he wouldn't have got hurt, it would have been different. That's your excuse, weirdo ass nigga. No, you lost, nigga, because your ass got lazy. You lost because the payment was late. You know what? What? I can't say that. It's the truth.
oh, once I found out this nigga was getting 1.7 and they calling for the money, nigga, you guilty. What you calling them for the money for? If the money ain't, if they're paying you money off the books, why is you calling for the shit like they owe you that and it's supposed to be on the books? Like you making yourself look guilty, and the shit is coming out, bro. And
Look,
like I say, I
look.
just can't. I can't see how people not opening
And
their
then you
eyes
sitting
to
in the
some of the
booth,
shit
and then you sitting in the booth while we
that
have been
killed me
playing a
right there.
playoff game. You sitting. That's why you were sitting in the booth. You like, I'm getting paid. You niggas don't even know it. Nigga, I'm getting my cheese. Nigga, I'm up
Have
here
you ever
watching you
seen
niggas.
that before, Trey?
Man, no, you got to be down there. When Kobe was going through, even in his last years, Kobe was on the sideline. Kobe didn't even have to show up to some of them games. That's Kobe. 5 championships already. He's still coming to the games, watching D'Angelo them get their ass whooped.
I never
No,
seen nobody sit in a fucking press box while they on the roster, unless you was a retired player. And like you said, Kobe retired, but he was on the sideline. He was on the court. Like he wasn't sitting in no skybox
look.
thing. He was bigger than the
When
team.
Kobe didn't shoot them shots against Phoenix, I got on his ass. I was heartbroken. What's wrong with you, my nigga? We shoot the most shots. I was mad at his ass. I got on his ass. It wasn't no, well, no, Phil Jackson. I ain't make no excuses, Kobe. I don't give a fuck what Phil Jackson said. You chose your personal beef with Phil to make us lose. Fuck you on that one. But you got these other players that's doing it off of their bankroll. No, that's different. Like Tyronn Lue said in his interview with Shannon Sharp, I never heard Kobe talk about money. I never heard him talk about that shit. And look, guess what? That's a 360. That lets me know that he's been hearing what Kawhi been saying. He's basically was low-key taking a shot at Kawhi. He was saying, you know, Kobe ain't never talk about money. And he basically take a shot at Kawhi saying, that's all Kawhi do. Talk about his money. What I'm going to get. All these players, he took a shot. He let all these players know. Kobe didn't talk about money. Even though he was getting cheese, he didn't talk about it.
Hey, Kobe took a lesser team and went to 3 of them things and won back to back. I haven't seen a nigga in this era do that.
When
I'm just
Kobe
dead
sit out,
real.
look, hey, look, let me ask you this. Noya. When Kobe was sitting out, shoulder, rotator cuff, knee on bone, all that. When he sat out, you knew Kobe really couldn't play, huh?
Yeah, but I know if he could play, he'll be out there because I
That's what I'm
seen him.
saying. So I'm saying, if you seen Kobe on, that's my question where you don't even got to say that. If you seen Kobe on the sideline, you knew that nigga really couldn't go on the court, huh?
Yeah.
And
Facts.
what that nigga said in the finals, in his first finals against Indiana, when he had said that was the worst ankle sprain of his life, they said, Kobe, what'll keep you from coming on the court next game? He said, is it a sniper in the room?
Hey, and you know that was a bad ankle sprain.
He said
I,
it. Out of
I
all the injuries Kobe had, bone on bone, all that, rotator cuff, that nigga said that was my worst injury in my whole life.
that was Jalen Rose did that shit too, huh?
On purpose. He Jaja Pachu that nigga before Jaja.
Yeah, and he admitted it too, because Kobe was cooking his ass.
He said it. He said
He
shit.
admitted it.
Kobe,
He
he
wound
said
up
Kobe.
admitting
He
that shit.
said shit. He said Kobe would have got more rings. He said what would have been one for me. He said, yeah, I did it. He admitted it.
That nigga admitted, and that was crazy to go on TV and admit that
Look,
shit to
look.
it like that.
JJ, look, I'm gonna tell you. If they would have put, and this ain't about he would have scorched them. I'm gonna tell you what Kobe would have did, honestly. If they would have put Terry or they would have put JJ Barrera on Kobe, he would have went to the post. He would have went to the post and made them niggas feel like a little ass kid. Kobe would have said, they putting JJ Barrera and Terry on me, Jason Terry. Give it to me in the post. I'm about to make these niggas feel small. LeBron don't got a post game at that time too with the Miami Heat. He seriously didn't have one. That's why he didn't know what to do. Any other player that skill would have known. Take this little nigga. Hey, niggas on the street, niggas in the YMCA know. I got a little man. What we say? What we say, Jane? Little guy. What we mismatch?
Yeah, I'm going straight to the post too.
I'm going straight to the
and I
hole on
played
this little nigga.
and I played point guard, and I was like a post type player because I know by me playing football, I
Look,
was lifting weights, and I felt like I
what
was always
Russell
stronger than
Westbrook?
a nigga.
What Russell Westbrook? Niggas don't give him credit. When Russell Westbrook see he got a little guard on him, he goes straight to the post.
Yeah,
When Russ see he has a little point guard on him, he more muscular, more taller. And that's what he did to Dame. Even though Dame can shoot outside shots no matter what, that he said the way I'm gonna score is take your little ass to the post. I'm not gonna shoot outside with you. That's why he lost that series, because he shot outside shots, try to outshoot him. But any other time when you see Russell with a smaller guard, that nigga go low post. That's rule number one. If you see a center get a good pick and roll and he get the point guard on him, you immediately throw it to the center because he's got a mismatch. Fuck what I
yeah.
got. I'm
That's a
gonna throw it
high
to you.
IQ play though.
That's a hey, fuck a shot. I could shoot it on Rudy Gobert and make him he's slower. I could juke him. But you down there with a little nigga. I'm throwing this shit down there to you.
But that's the right basketball player. People
But
talking
that's
about
what
this
I'm
ever
saying.
got the high IQ.
Everybody give LeBron credit saying the right basketball play. Motherfucker, you was shooting jumpers on Jason Terry and fucking JJ Barrera. You do not make the right basketball play all the time. The right basketball play was for you to take Dwayne Wade to go to the top of the key, you going to the bottom, tell Chris Bosh to get the fuck out of there, take Dirk out, and for you to go to work on Jason Terry and JJ. That shows how illiterate you was.
And people be killing Kobe because Dallas swept him. The man just went to 3 in a row and won 2 back to back. That shit wear and tear on your fucking body.
Come
And
on,
that's not
man.
no excuse why they didn't win. But y'all act like he ain't go to no finals and he just went out there and just
Look,
got
they
swept like
didn't
that
even look.
and the man dog
I'm
walked
gonna
him.
tell you how stupid they is. They didn't even use that for LeBron. They didn't even use that for LeBron. They like, oh, he went to 9 straight. He didn't have no help. They didn't even say the man got wear and tear on him. He been to 9 straight. They just said the nigga ain't got no help. Get him some more. That's where y'all fucked up. I tell you, y'all fans be the worstest motherfuckers for him. At the same time, y'all never said nothing about wear and tear. Y'all act like the nigga body just never breaks down. So we ain't gonna use wear and tear because y'all never used that. Y'all always said he never had help. But the nigga get the best players in the league and lose. The nigga get the top 15 players or top 10 players in the league, at least one of them. You're in the top 5 or top 10 on his team. Every time he's on the team, other than the
Hey, I
first
want
year
to ask
with
you a
Cleveland.
serious question since we talking about this, how much help people have. Russell Westbrook, energy, motor, and what he bring to the game, I think was worth way more than James Harden. But when you bring him on, now you got to get off Russell. You killing Russ confidence, which I know his confidence gonna stay high because of his motor. But I think that's why Kawhi is suffering what he doing now, because he sometimes it's called overthinking yourself, especially when you don't want to put the work in, especially when you shooting
It's
the game.
overloaded. Look, it's overloading, right? For instance,
Yeah,
if I'm a boxer, right? If I'm a boxer, and if boxers can do this is what I'm saying. If I'm a boxer and I can tag out like a wrestler when this dude is pushing me to my limits in the 9th round, and I can tag out and get a real good breather for 2 rounds, and then tag back in and beat the shit out of him, am I really the pound for pound best?
no.
You feel what I'm saying? So it's a thing when you're doing this low management, resting for the playoffs because you know your team just gonna get in there. You know where y'all at. It's a thing when you're not sticking the best player, when you letting somebody else get dog walked, when you can go over there and see what that shit about. That all comes into count on is you really to me. I look at everything. I look at if you're looking for challenges, not looking away from them. I'm looking at who you beat, if it was the best competition, if it was the less. I'm looking at all those things. I'm looking for what you did in the game, what you didn't, what you did positive, what you did negative. I'm looking for when you sat on the bench and the team was behind and they came back, then you came back on the court and then did the rest after getting a rest. Like, I'm
But
looking at
Russ
all
got his
those things,
revenge
bro.
back. Wouldn't you say Russ got his revenge back? Because y'all chose James Harden over him, and Russ went to Denver and still smoked you niggas in 7 games. And he had a big impact on a couple of those games.
The thing with Russ is, see, and this is what Kobe was saying. Kobe didn't say Russ reminds him of him as in game. He said mentality. And when he says mentality, it means I don't give a fuck what else. That nigga Russell Westbrook could miss 15 threes. He's gonna take a 16th one. He's gonna take a 17th one. Hey, that Jay, you laughing because you know I ain't lying. Hey, he can miss 5 layups in a row. But if he get past your ass again, he gonna miss
Yeah,
6.
that's
He
it.
gonna miss another one. It's nothing you can do in the game. It's nothing he can do in the
Yeah.
game to where Russ can be 2 for 18. He can come and make another layup. He gonna still rock the baby on you. And he 2, and now he 4. You feel me? 420. He's still gonna rock the baby. His mentality is still fuck you.
I
I don't
love his
care if
energy, dog.
see,
I ain't gonna lie.
that's what people don't give him credit on. If Russ is up or down, he's still talking about fuck you, nigga. I'm on your ass. You got some niggas when they up, they only talking about fuck you. And then you got some niggas when they down, they quiet as a church house mouse. Once Russ scored 2 points, he like rock the baby. He don't care. Rock the baby. This nigga garbage. Because he knows it's not. See, this is what people who don't play sports and just casual fans look at. It's not just about my talent, what I'm blessed with, or my skills. It's also a mental thing. We done seen multiple players play better than a skilled player better than them and come out the best. Just look, Gary Payton. How many players he done got the best of just because he done talked them out the game?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I love about Russ. First you was with KD. Then you went to the role player. Then you went to Sheetrock. Now you playing with Joker, a real solid team, and they using you like the way they using you, and your confidence still never like faltered and slipped down the cracks. This nigga still go out there with the same energy, like you say. This nigga miss 20 straight. He gonna jack up that
And look,
21. Trust
starter
it.
look, starter look. He got the same look. I'm not gonna lie. I'm looking at Russ
He
at them.
still started
I'm
though.
looking,
You think
look,
he
I'm
started
looking, look, and that's
material?
what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying that's great about him. Even when he was coming off the bench, he still had the energy of a starter. You feel me? He was still dog walking, like he was still talking crap like he was a starter, even though he was coming off the bench as a 6th man. He was still acting like I still got my who I think I am. I don't care if I'm off the bench or nothing. I'm still Russell Westbrook, nigga, and you gonna respect. He getting still contact dunks, dunking on niggas. I'm still Russell Westbrook. I just don't start no more. That's all, bro.
But that's a player who willing to do whatever the team need him to do. Cause remember at first, I ain't coming off no bench, but he did
But
what the
see,
team wanted him. And
but
I take them
And,
17
and
off the
look,
bench.
and guess what? And guess what? That's where he loses it, right? And that's a small thing, and that's a lapse on depending on your ability and your mental mind frame. See, what we don't realize is every player before they get to the NBA, they the man. Before they go to the NBA, they the man. Some of these niggas are the #1 player for their teams all the way up into the NBA, and then when they get to the NBA, they tell a nigga to be a role player. How that's how you show how good of a player you is. And that's something that's the only thing I agree with Patrick Beverly on. Trae Young, you were blessed to be the #1 guy all the way from high school, college, all the way to the NBA. I didn't get that blessing. I came on the team with James Harden, and then I came on the team with other stars. It wasn't about when you look at Patrick Beverly, he was a scorer. I was shocked. I was like, damn, this nigga can score. But it's about if you can adapt to what the team needs from you. Think about Kobe. We all know Kobe for scoring. But when that nigga couldn't score in that game 7 against Boston, what he turned into? A goddamn rebounder.
Yeah, you got to add to your game. That's just other
You got to be
aspects that
able to
you.
do everything. Seeing when I
Yeah,
grew up, my coach even told us that. I want all y'all to learn every position because you never know what will happen to your team. You never know who will get injured. You never know. If both of the tallest niggas on your team growing up get injured and you the next tallest nigga, and they say, hey, you got to play center tonight. What you call him injured? You need to know that nigga plays. You need to know his footwork. You need to know his center footwork. And when you just focus on what you all about, that don't make you an all-around player, right? An all-around player knows what every player position is capable of doing and what they're capable of doing. And you're able to do it. When you go down to the post, you're not. When Michael Jordan and Kobe went down to the post, I don't think they felt like they was a shooting guard. I felt like I'm a center. I think they felt like I'm a center right now. I'm about to Akeem Olajuwon or Kareem Abdul-Jabbar this motherfucker. They didn't act like a center down there when you look at their footwork. Who did Kobe ask for footwork? It wasn't Mike. He probably did a fadeaway like Mike, but when he asked for footwork, he asked from Kareem because he wanted to know how to work down there in the post. And then the post is a center's world, a power forward's world. So you go to the best in that. When you want to learn about the perimeter, you go to the best in that. When you want to learn about passing, I'm not going to go to Michael Jordan. I'm going to go to Magic. When I want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, it's common sense. When you want to learn
How many triple double crowns Russ have?
Russ got, I know for a fact he got 5 in a row where he averaged. So I'm pretty sure he probably won it. About five in a row where he averaged a triple double in
And
a
you
row.
mean to tell me a dude with a motor, the will like that, the energy like that, can't get a team to?
And guess what?
That's crazy.
He 506 points away from being the all-time highest point guard scoring leader. The point guard that scored the most points. Not most points than anyone, but in the point guard position, he will have the most points. If he goes and play in this season and he scores 506 points past that, he is the highest scoring point guard ever.
And guess what? The back end of his career, he could have been past that if he was a starter. But he willing to do whatever the team need him to do, and he adjusted his game when everybody else out here stealing money, and this man can't get a roster spot.
Because you seen what they
That's
did.
crazy.
Because you seen what they did to Carmelo. I told everybody Russ was next. When Russ was, I said it on Ticket Stream. It's on here somewhere. I said Russ next. I said they're gonna get on Russ. I said Russ next to where they're gonna try to push out the league. Because when you look at it, everybody who came in with LeBron, they damn near on history making shit. Chris Paul, Russell Westbrook, KD, Carmelo, D Wade. If they would have been able to play and not really getting pushed out, they would have been breaking some shit, like seriously some shit. But they want LeBron generation. Look at Steph. Steph's the only one they ain't pushing out where he's able to break some shit because they can tell the grasp he has on the young generation and the league. So they allow him to go this long. It's no type of can Steph, is it still long enough? They're doing him the same way as LeBron. The only way they separate him, LeBron, and KD is when they face off in them play-ins and the playoffs, they let LeBron come out the victory. That's it. But other than that, everybody else, look, Carmelo, even on LeBron James' team, Carmelo was passing up people. Coming in 10th, coming in 11th, whatever
I
it
heard y'all
was.
say that earlier, and I
Yeah.
didn't much know
When
that. And they wasn't even talking about that deep.
LeBron passed them same people up, they made it a big issue. It was all, oh, LeBron passed Shaq. But when Carmelo passed Shaq, y'all didn't say shit. Why is that? Why Carmelo can't play? As a legend as he is, y'all show his replay. He's even on the 2K26. Y'all even got him on there. If he that much of a legend, why he can't say when he's ready to stop? Why he can't say when he's ready to stop? He was already willing to come off the bench. What the fuck? Y'all can't take 15 points from Carmelo when you got niggas coming off the bench can't even give you that? Yeah, I see the plot. Y'all need the story to only be about one person. KD's getting in that range. KD's fit to be in the top 10, cracking it and going deeper. Y'all gonna stop him too? That's how I look at it. I just wish sports go back to, if you better than the other player, so be it. Not know, hey, we can't have you doing this. Let's figure out ways to stop you from doing this. Why do you think they shitted on Kyrie, KD, anybody who joined teams to where they felt like it will stop LeBron from winning championships? They've been on them dudes ever since. Ain't let up. When Kyrie played with LeBron James, he was getting all the praise. Kyrie is the perfect Robin for him. Kyrie, Robin this, little brother this, Robin again, little brother this. Once he got from up under LeBron, they start shitting on that man. Once KD went to Golden State, they start shitting on that man.
And look how Russ' energy was. Man, KD, you cool, but once you went to Golden State, that nigga Russ was in that nigga. Like, hip pocket in his face, trying to put that steroid in his back, anything. He played that nigga hard. Every time out, every commercial break before they go to
Well,
break.
I feel him. I feel him. If I go to dinner with you, if your mind already made up, bro, we done had so many years with each other. It ain't about you saying I'm leaving or not. You can at least tell. I don't need to find out with the fans and the media. And that's just a fact. KD did that all the way wrong. Out of everybody, you should have told Russ. You should have told Russ I'm leaving. You should have said I'm leaving, bro. Like no matter what nobody do, I'm leaving, bro. I don't think I can win here. Russ would have respected that on some man shit. Like, oh, you go? All right, bro. Like, and he just would have been competing against you. It wouldn't have been that animosity that it was. You snaked them. When you sneak and say I'm going somewhere, you kept your best partner up until you went with Steph Curry. Think about it. You didn't know for a fact. You took a chance. Until you went and won a championship, Russ was your best teammate. How he don't know? We come in a world of it's all about me, bro. That's why Jeff Teague said when Kyrie left, LeBron probably didn't even give a fuck. He didn't, because he already knew he was leaving. What he was mad was he didn't get to leave Kyrie with the blame on Cleveland. When he left Miami, he left Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh with the blame. Oh, it's still two superstars there. Why they ain't doing nothing? If he would have left Cleveland, oh, it's still Kyrie and Kevin Love. Why? It makes him look good because I'm not there. See, Kyrie left first, so when he lose, it's supposed to be LeBron messed up. But they said LeBron didn't have no help. That's the truth. Because when Kyrie lost with Boston, what they say? They didn't say nothing about Jalen. They didn't say nothing about Jalen Brown. They didn't say nothing about Jason Tatum not being ready and young. They didn't say nothing about them. They said Kyrie's not ready to lead the team. He thought he was. Well, why when LeBron lost Kyrie, they didn't say LeBron thought he could win the finals without him, but he can't. LeBron needs a real superstar. Why we never hear that? To hell with him winning or losing. Why we just don't never hear LeBron for sure need a superstar with him to win the championship. Not to go to the finals, to win. And with LeBron saying that he's making a whole new league to compete with the NBA, that's not doing him no favors. Now the league can officially turn their back on him. Y'all can get ready to hear everything y'all didn't believe. This is how it's coming out. The league is playing hardball now with everybody. They tired of the All-Star game looking like it ain't nothing. They losing money. They losing money to these players. So now they're tired. They've been getting embarrassed. So now they don't want to play ball no more. Everybody's gonna get called out. Anybody doing anything that they don't supposed to do, anybody that's not acting like a superstar, They're going to allow the media to talk about you now. I guarantee it, because it's too much money being lost. There's no reason to. There's no reason to praise these players no more. There's no reason to give them a pat on their back. Make them earn it. That's what we stopped doing. It's time to get back to making these players earn the praise. It's time to get back to making these players earn while everybody is waiting for your shoe to get released. Earn it. Not no just because you averaged 35 this year or 30 this season. You won a chip this year. It's not even time to get on the SGA bandwagon. I don't even want to hear too much about him. Earn it. Let me let tell me why I should talk about you like we talk about the Mikes, the Kobe's, the Magic, the Larrys after you play. For damn sure not because of one championship. Create a dynasty. When are we gonna get another 2-peat? When are we gonna get another 3-peat? That's domination. Domination is not winning one championship for one season. I dominated. Or I won 2 MVPs in a row. You won an MVP, but you didn't win a championship. You the best player in the league, but somebody else keep winning the championship. How is that true that you're the best player? It's about that time. I don't care who your favorite player is. Hold them accountable so they give you more. If your favorite player come out here and play like garbage and you say it's everybody else's fault, do you think you're making your favorite player better? No, they're going to stay just where they're at because you're not insinuating that you need more. When your woman want to get married, she start insinuating marriage, having kids, all that. She don't just sit around and wait for you. Wake up or keep getting food. I know I'm not. I'm going to give a shout out to my boy Ticket that always bring that truth, that fire. Y'all like to sleep on it and daydream, night dream, have fantasies. It's okay, but he going to wake y'all up. One day, it might not be you, your kids. They're going to look at all these streams and read up on them and say, this dude was telling the truth the whole time. Y'all going to have to double back. Y'all going to realize it. Wake up, man. Stop rewarding losery. Stop rewarding losers. Make them become winners. Stop paying attention to them. Shout out to Ticket TV. Shout out to Noya. Shout out to everybody in the comments, everybody that's listening. But it's time that the truth came out.
Hey, I really appreciate you guys for supporting the channel, supporting the network. Like, share, and subscribe. Once again, there are links. Get the free membership on our website. That way you guys won't miss any of our news update stories or videos. They're all on the website, ticketvmedia.com. You go over there. You can go right to the members part and become a free member. That way you guys will get all the updates. Also, straight drop weight loss formula. Make sure y'all go tap in and copy some of that, as well as subscribing to our podcast show. Link will be pinned at the top of the chat down there below. And also, we just appreciate all y'all who support the channel. Cash App, PayPal.